Hi, this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. Holla. All right. What's up, y'all? What's up? This is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. And yeah, I got to talk about some things, cause see, I don't know, you men, y'all got life and y'all got women all fucked up. Now, this stream was inspired by Dana. Shout out to Dana with the data. And Steve the Dean. Steve the Dean. I was over there at Dana's channel, and she was up there with Steve the Dean. And they had a real good conversation. But before I get into that, y'all like my Barbie t-shirt? I got my Barbie t-shirt today. So I said, you know what? I'm going to wear my Barbie t-shirt. I love this Barbie t-shirt, y'all. Now let me quit. So yeah, I've been into my little Barbie thing ever since I watched the Barbie movie. I really do want to do a breakdown of that movie because there are a lot of nuances there that really need to be discussed. And I was watching everybody else's breakdown, and nobody really got into it the way that I think that it should have got into. So, I'm going to do a breakdown of that Barbie movie for sure. Thanks, Cassandra. You know what? I purposely did the pink lipstick to go with the pink in the Barbie shirt because I rarely wear pink. Now, if anybody knows me, Faith is a tomboy. I don't wear pink. Um, I really don't like pink like that, but I try to pink out today. So I did the little pink lipstick and the Barbie T-shirt and the hair. The hair is different. I went with a lighter color. I really don't like to do color, but I went with something lighter. So I felt like Barbieing it up a little bit today. So it is what it is. So thank you. Thank you so much. What's up, all things Nata Jean? I see you in the house. And Travico, I see you. Cassandra. Thank you all for stopping in. So, like I said, today's stream was inspired by Dana with the Data and Steve the Dean. Now, Steve the Dean, he's a funny guy. I like Steve. I ain't gonna sit up here in front. I think Steve is funny as hell. So him and Dana was doing the show together, and he was up on the panel talking his smack like he always is about having women on this quote unquote program of his. Okay, but when Steve talks about the program that he has these women on, he's making as if he's dealing with these idiots, these idiot bot women, because I don't know where he's finding these women that's down with this program. But according to him, he's finding them, and they're very obedient and, how can I say, submissive to his program, and they don't have this thing where they're going against each other, no cat fights or any of that stuff. He's just such the man, and he's the center of these women's universe, and they just worship him and they live for his attention. This is what Steve the Dean is saying, right? He's saying that the way that he do things, the way he put it on them, these women just live for his attention. And so, yeah, girl, Cassandra, they be lying. Yes, they be lying. Okay, don't nobody, first of all, in this day and age, especially with this inflation going on, ain't nobody trying to hear about they just with you because of your attention and your little ding-a-ling. I mean, in this day and age, we gonna need a little bit more than that. Okay, we gonna need a little bit more than your stank ass attention and your little ass ding-a-ling. So he was up there talking his shit, and I'm down in the chat room, man in my own business, trolling. I'm mad at my own business and trolling. Look, y'all. Look how I put man in my own business and trolling in the same sentence. uh, anyway, Let me put my glasses on because I can't see without this shit. So Faith was being bad. And I was basically calling him out on his shit. I was just like, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Like, I could see like little girls that's like 18, 19, maybe some 20-year-olds may still fall for some stuff like that. But, I don't really see too many full grown women that would be down for his quote unquote program. And, he's not explaining exactly at the end of this program what's in it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because like Faith is like, I'm like this. If I'm gonna be on a program, I got to know what's in it for Faith. Faith got to get something out of this program because see, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Steve the Dean is married. He got a wife. I think he's married to a white woman, as a matter of fact. So, Steve, does your wife know about this program? Does your wife know about this so-called program? And does she know that she's part of the program, or do you consider her to be, off to the side because you're married to her? It's just things that make you go, oh my goodness. You know what? These men are hilarious. These men are hilarious. What's up, Naya? What's up, Naya? But yeah, they talk about these programs that they have these women on, and I'm just like, no, no, one plus one ain't equaling two. This shit just not adding up. So this is a program where you're the center of attention, and you giving me your time and your attention is supposed to be currency for me. And in what world? In what world is who are these women? Like, please show these mindless bots to me. Oh my God. Oh, Naya, I'm gonna get to the honest truth lab too. I'm gonna talk about that because, like I said, these Negroes done lost their man. Then we got the honest truth over here every other day, making a live stream about his soon-to-be baby mama, and he's having a early midlife crisis. Ladies, this is what. If you go over to Honest Truth's channel and you check out his last few live streams about his baby mama, and you look at his look at his handsome man content, and this is what an early midlife crisis looks like. Okay, so we're going to examine all of that. Okay, but right now I want to talk about Steve. I want to talk about Steve the Dean in your program, Steve, because you talked about Faith Factor over there on your channel. You called me out, so I called into the show. Okay, I called into the show because he was like kind of trying to call me out. All right. So he calling me out, and I get on the phone line, and he's like, yeah, Faith, see, a woman like you ain't had a man. Faith is 45 years old. Steve doesn't think that no, I'm 47. I'm sorry. Faith is 47 years old, and Steve does not think I've had a real man, y'all. Steve does not think that the Faith Factor has come across a real man in her 47 years. So I'm sitting here listening to this man child, this boy, talk to me as if I'm one of his little idiot girlfriends. Faith, you have not had a man, because if you had a man like me, he really believes this. If I had a man like him, oh yeah, that would be it. My man would be blown, y'all. I would be on my knees thanking the gods that I'm on his program. Oh my. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Metadog says, I guess he thinks he's the only real man, unicorn syndrome. Right. But see, the thing about it is, see, I don't think, see, it's not that I have not run into a real man. It's just that he has obviously not met a real woman. Okay, that's what it is. Because, see, a lot of times these guys, they're in their arrested development, and so in their arrested development, they can only go this high on the totem pole when it comes to meeting quality women. So the quality ain't there. You know, they're meeting these little girls that's going to be like, yes, sir. Yes, daddy. Whatever you like, daddy. So he's going to run into a lot of pick Misha types. Okay. This is what you've been running into, Steve. You've been getting the pygmishas, okay? And the pygmishas, they come into these marriages on their knees. They the ones that actually ask you to marry them. What's up, Auntie? Shout out to Auntie. He had a really good live stream this morning. So what was I saying? I got knocked off of my thought process. Auntie entered the room, y'all. A real man, Auntie. No, I'm just playing. So yeah, so he's in his arrested development. He's dealing with all these little girls because there's no way any woman worth her salt is going to be on a quote unquote program with a married man, and then there's nothing in it for her. On this program, you can't tell me what the program is, and you can't tell me what I get in return besides your little stank ass penis and some little quality time with you. And it sounds like you are talking about yourself majority of the time, or you're wanting to fuck the entire time, or you're not really feeding me intellectually, mentally, emotionally. Hell, you ain't even talking about nothing financial, Steve. So while you sitting up here talking about Faith just ain't met a real man, I'm just like, no, I have graduated from males like you. And this is exactly what I told him on the show. I said, no, Steve, see, you got it all wrong. Males like you, I used to deal with when I was a girl. When I was a girl, I dealt with the ego of these little boys. And these little boys coming up, they try to pop their little collar, flex a little bit, and all that other stuff. And you deal with that all the way up through until maybe perhaps your mid-20s. Then after that, you start graduating to the real men because you see the real men that are really about their purpose. You see the real men who have actually gone and gotten their degree, or actually gone and, perfected their craft and their career, or they're actually gone out here and they hustled and they're out here making real money. They're about their business. These are the men I graduated to. And they weren't stuck on trying to control women. They were stuck on getting their bread. And the women just came, Steve, And so what I'm trying to understand is this. If I dealt with little boys that were sitting up here trying to run a little game back when I was 18, 19, maybe 20. And then even then, you kind of, as a woman, we're a little bit ahead of the game with these men. We can jump past bullshit real quick. Women, we ain't dumb. We know where the water is wetter. We know where the grass is greener. We know where the sun is brighter. So if it's looking sunnier, it's looking watered down and much, much greener over here, then that's what I'm going to be. So we as women, we're not dumb as a lot of you men love to think that we are. Y'all love to think we dumb, but there's some of us that are. The ones that don't know no better, the retarded ones, the pick mishas, the ones that, feel like you the last train leaving. As shout out to Jason Black, he called it the last train leaving. The pygmisha types, the types that are come to you, they go into their marriage on their knees proposing to you. Yeah, those are types that y'all used to, the desperados. But a real woman like me that's not desperate, I'm not going to be dealing with your ass. I'm not going to be sitting up here listening to your ego all day. I'm not. I'm sorry. So sorry, not sorry. I graduated from that shit. So, in the graduation ceremony, when I got my diploma and I went over to the University of Real Men, Dean, I didn't see no men anymore like you. You talking about I still got these gas numbers in my phone, or I dealt with some guys like that. Yeah, I dealt with that when I was way, way young and dumb. I am far from being young and far from being dumb anymore. I used to be dumb, but not anymore. See, it's called experience. Experience is a very, very good teacher. And it takes someone like me to kind of, spell it out to you guys. But you're not going to get a certain caliber of woman like myself to subscribe to your quote unquote program. First of all, I got my own money. I can take care of myself. I don't need shit for no man, to be honest with you. But now am I saying I don't need a man? I'm not saying I don't need a man. What I'm saying is I don't have to put up with any bullshit. See, when women are saying that what we don't need, basically in this era, in this day and age, we're not saying we don't need a man. It means that we no longer have to put up with a lot of y'all bullshit. That's what we're saying. And so if you're thinking that we're going to be single, we're going to buy a puppy or a dog or a cat or some other animal and die alone, some of us are willing to do that. Some of us are willing to do that just so we don't have to put up with niggas like that, with niggas like you. We graduated from that. Actually, some of us like our dogs better than we like some of y'all. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. While y'all sitting up there talking about that woman gonna buy a dog and die alone, she might like her dog better than she like you. And hence the title of my video. Because Steve sat up there and he asked me a pointed question. He said, well, Faith, I'm so smooth. I'm so this, I'm so that. These women, they be hanging off my nuts, Faith. I be knowing how to, talk sweet to them and rub them down the right way. And I can dick them down a certain way. And, I'm a bad boy. And most of you women love the bad penis. That's what he told me. He said, most of us like the bad penis. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to speak for no other woman in her vagina, but I just know myself. So he gave Faith a choice. He gave me two choices. Behind door number one is a man that's going to be respectful to me, that's not going to cheat on me, that's going to be a good man in every way that I think that a good man should be. But the only caveat to that is that he don't have a good penis. That's what he said. And then behind door number two is this bad boy. He disrespectful. He don't buy me nothing. He don't take me nowhere, but he can make my body sing in so many goddamn ways that my body has never sang before. And he said, I bet you, Faith, you would pick what's behind door number two. And see, what I don't understand about a lot of you boys, a lot of you man boys out here, what makes you think I didn't already have what was behind door number two? What makes you think I didn't already experience what was behind door number two? See, this is what a lot of y'all don't understand. Penis come a dime a dozen. There's so many men out here that think they can make your body sing. There's so many men out here that can strike the right chord. I mean, I can get that a dime a dozen, Dean. A damn a fucking dozen. I can wave my hand in the air and get a penis that can hit all the chords even. So they invented this little thing, this little tiny bullet about the size of a what, about the size of a pea, that will fuck up your game so bad that no woman would even give a fuck if you was even in the room. Yeah, anything you can do, my vibrator can do better. So now, if I got a vibrator in my imagination, and a dog to keep me company, and my friends and my family, what the fuck do I need to do to deal with you for? What the hell do I need to deal with you and your bullshit and your so-called program and this long rotation of women that you say I gotta compete for to get your attention with these women? What the fuck I need you for? Not a goddamn thing. What I want is what don't come a dime a dozen, and that's what's behind door number one. I would take what's behind door number one in a fucking heartbeat. A man that's loyal, that treats me the way that I want to be treated, that puts me up on a pedestal, buys me things, take me out, treat me like a lady. Okay, so what if the sex ain't all that great? I got a vibrator for that. I got a solution for that. But I don't have a solution for stupid. There you go. Mic drop. Mic drop. See, I got a solution for what makes my body tingle. See, I don't get this age and don't know how to make my own body tingle. But I don't have a solution for dumbass, stupid niggas like that. I don't have a solution for y'all. So because I don't have a solution for y'all, but anything you can do, my vibrator can do better, god damn it. But if I can get what's behind door number one, you, my friend, ain't got a motherfucking chance in hell. And that's just the way I feel about that. So let's see what you guys are saying down here in the chat. I see just my 4 cents came in. He says, or she says, I don't know if it's a woman or a man, but they say, so if y'all know all this and still pick Pookie and Ray Ray, then y'all can't complain. But that's just it. I got the choice between a decent guy behind door number one and a Pookie or Ray Ray. I would choose the decent guy, just my 4 cents. I don't know what your argument is about. And just my 4 cents, it goes on to say, men built a world so women can exist, and now women throw it in our faces. You're goddamn right, because if you don't want to act right, just my 4 cents, y'all just don't want to act right. And because the majority of y'all done some kind of way, these women got y'all all up in your feels. These women that lied to you one too many times. And that's another thing, ladies, y'all got to stop lying to these men when y'all fucking them, talking about y'all coming and all this other stuff. If the man ain't making you come, don't fake it no more, because this is what you end up with. You end up with this shit right here. These men don't even know they not doing it half the time. Y'all lie so good to these men. Metadog says, how is he married and still online trying to pick up women? Exactly. Because he's dealing with the pygmishas. The pygmishas will sit up there and be like, as married now, and then they'll turn around and say, oh, but you know, cheating, that's not a deal breaker. We can get around that. You know, I'm not gonna give up my husband because he keep cheating on me over and over again. You know, that they just want the motherfucking title. Okay? They just want the motherfucking title of being a wife. At this point, some of these women are lost cause. Coon Hunter says, does that pertain to all black men or just some black men? You know what? I'm not finna play that some or all game. You know, y'all know what y'all do. I'm not gonna play the some or all. At this point, we all grown. I don't need to be sitting up here explaining some or all. We all know what y'all do at this point. But yeah, you know, Steve the Dean was cutting up last night over there at Dana's channel. So, you know, the faith factor had to come in and just, you know, and you could just hear the egos deflating as I was talking to them. Cause I was just like, yeah, I'm not impressed. And what? Yeah, I've had way better, you know. Experienced woman, I got access to way better than what you trying to offer. Excuse me. But at any rate, what else? Metadol says, why would women want to be married to trash? Being married to trash isn't worth it. F the title. But there's so many women that think that the title gives them a cut, puts them a cut above other women. So basically, it becomes, I'm an expert even though I'm stupid. Even though I'm stupid, because I'm married, I can talk. But you single peasant, Metadol, you a single peasant. Because I'm married, you might have a degree and a certification in what it is that we're talking about. But because I'm a wife and because I'm married, you cannot talk to me, god damn it. Bitch hoe, you are beneath me. You are a peon. You are a single woman. That marriage license made me the end all, know all, be all of all women. And I am smarter than you and prettier than you because I have a marriage license. That's what it's starting to sound like. It's starting to sound just like that. And these some of these married women are giving other married women a bad name. They making the rest of y'all look stupid, by the way. So if any of you are married and y'all subscribe to this type of thing, just know that there are other married women out here that say dumbass shit that make you look stupid. And if you're not calling it out, then you're going to be lumped in with the other dumbass, louder married women that go around saying shit like this. Metadol said, Metadol said, I'm married too. Now what? Well, I guess, guess what, Metadol? If you come back with the I'm married too, they're gonna be like, cause I swear these bitches, when they get married, they feel like they the only married woman on fucking earth. I'm the only married woman on earth, so I can talk stupid to you bitches. That's how they sound. But then if you would have come out and say, yeah, I'm married too, now what, bitch? I bet you they are going to be dumbfounded. What's up, AP? AP down in the chat. And guess what? Let me go ahead and drop my link for my girl AP if she wants to come up and get in on this. This link is for AP from the Bronx in case, and you don't have to come up if you don't want to, AP, because I know. Hold on a second. Let me. I can't get the darn thing to post. Let me paste it down here. And my daggone phone is gonna be overheating soon. Let me turn my car on. Turn on some AC. Try to get that rectified. There we go. So StreamYard is down there if you want to come up. Yeah, so it doesn't make any sense, how some of these women are and how they talk, and how some of these men are and how they talk. Like they believe that their penis is dipped in gold or something. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, just my 4 cents says I'm married and degreed in the STEM field, so I check most of the boxes. Coon Hunter, my level of education is bachelor's degree. I started off pre-med and then I ended up majoring in business. What do they call it? Business. What the hell was that goddamn? It was business something. I got a little easy degree because I didn't want to do the science or the mathematics. And then I didn't like that shit and I ended up being a truck driver. So that's my education level. I hope I'm smart enough for you. But yeah, most black women, we have gone to school, we've been degreed because of Bill Clinton's whole welfare to work thing. So a lot of us went to college, okay? there. What's up, AP?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. I'm sorry. I told y'all my phone was getting ready to overheat. I knew that it was going to bump me off.
Well, mine, I was charging my phone, and I'm at the gym, and I was like, well, how am I gonna do this? And then the treadmill has like a little plug-in, so I was like, okay, I could be charging while I'm working out and while I'm talking.
Girl, so I was sitting up here just tripping off of Dana's channel with Steve the Dean. But I do want to go over and I want to talk about also the honest truth.
Okay, if you hear squeaking in the background, it's the treadmill. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So now, we get over here to the honest truth, and he is another black male YouTuber that done went red pill because things not going his way. Now, if y'all are not familiar with his content, he was very black woman centered with his content. And so basically, he would tell black women, hey, you need to get away from these guys that are not taking care of their responsibility. Get away from these guys that are just, bombs. You need to kind of, level up. He was all about telling black women not to settle, not to, not to how can I say, not to settle and lower their standards. That's what he was telling black women at first. So now enter the fact that he's in a relationship and he now has a baby on the way. And now the situation is crazy because I don't know whether he cares about the baby and I don't know whether or not he don't care about the baby. Now the first two live streams that he did on his channel, he clearly states for all the world to know, I don't care about my baby mama. I don't care about the baby. I don't want to be in either one of their lives. Then he goes on to tell us how he dated down. She's not attractive enough for him. Yada, yada, yada. She was lucky that he even looked at her twice. He don't even know why he settled like that. He's a handsome man. He shouldn't have never, ever, settled. Blah, 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 right? And he did this now. That he just did a live stream today saying the very same thing. And he's trying to, discount this woman and make her seem like she's crazy. But here's the thing. In all of his live streams, the very first thing he said was, I got with her. She told me she had a mental illness. I knew all about it. I thought, cool, I can deal with it, blah, blah, blah.
What did I tell
So
you that they say that the crazy ones are good in bed? That's the thing. How many men say that?
exactly. And I think that's the reason why he really low key when she told him that she had a mental illness, I bet you that was one of the first things that was running through his mind. She's
Yeah.
gonna be good in bed. So he was
Yep.
hitting it and hitting it off.
Yep.
Oh, Juju, he definitely ain't all that. He's not. But let him tell it. He handsome and he shouldn't have never lowered his standards.
I mean, it's not like she hid it from him. She told him up from jump that I have issues, mental issues. She was transparent with him. He had the opportunity to walk away and he didn't. And this about she's not pretty enough for him. There's a lot of women that's not pretty, you know. And I think that she is an attractive woman. And I think as far as the numbers are concerned, like if you were to go by a numerical value, I would think that they're similar in looks. So just because other men said that she's not that attractive, you don't have to be a follower and you don't have to follow those other men. Those other men are not in a relationship with her. You are. If you feel that she's attractive, that's all that matters.
Right, but here's the thing. Not only did he say this, But then he's also sitting up there bringing up her son who has autism. And this is a sore spot for me because I raised a child who had autism. So the first time that he brings her son up, and refers to him having a mental disorder, he says, "Oh, he was weird," and I think he even called the boy a demon in one of his streams. So first of all, you're calling this little boy who's only like 8 years old weird. He's a demon and all this other stuff. Now, mind you, this was like 2.5 years ago, so he might have been 5 or 6 at the time that you met him. He's 8 years old now. So he's weird and he's this demon. But then when people started calling you out on how you were talking about her son, then all of a sudden you want to make yourself look like you're father of the year all of a sudden. Oh, well, no, because she was homeschooling him and I thought that was weird that she just didn't want to be held accountable for her craziness, so she was homeschooling him. And I knew that I was the type of man that I could take him under my wing because she's a woman and she doesn't know how to raise a boy and into a man. So I was going to deal with her little demon weird kid. Like you're still calling the boy a demon and he's weird and you're referring to him as being this anomaly while you're saying that you're such a great influence in his life. You always in that to a smart person, they can listen to your live streams and they can hear you going from one extreme to the other. And I think the latter extreme of you being negative is how you really feel, THT. But you try to cover it up by saying that, but I did good things for him. I taught him how to swim with his weird self.
But why do you keep moving forward if this woman is repulsive to you? If she's repulsive to you and if her offspring is repulsive to you, why do you keep moving forward? What does that say about you? You're supposed to be the sane one. You're supposed to be the one without flaw. So why do you keep pushing forward? That makes it look like you are knowingly and deliberately taking advantage of a person who's in a weakened state. That's not making you look good.
Not at all. Because here on the one hand, you're sitting up here saying, I don't want nothing to do with her or that baby. I think the stream before that, when you were talking about her dancing, and mind you, I just want to paint a picture for you guys. Y'all, I know some of y'all are not old enough to remember Tina Turner and her video, What's Love Got to Do with It? But in that video, Tina Turner has these really killer knockout legs. And she's wearing this short blue jean miniskirt. And she's singing. And she's trotting down, it looks like the street. She's trotting down the road. And so she's doing this little trot dance as she's, walking. And so Rory was wearing some baggy shorts that came all the way down to her knees and a long baggy t-shirt that covered her most of her butt and most of her pregnant stomach. So she's wearing baggy clothes and she's doing a remake or her own rendition of the Tina Turner's Strut Rock, and she's dancing to the music. This crazy demented fool was sitting up there watching that video and telling his audience, look at her. She's showing her tits off. And I looked at the video and I'm like, she's wearing a long baggy shirt and long baggy shorts. She's fully dressed. But on the other hand, the honest truth, you're sitting in front of the camera with your shirt wide open, showing your little bird chest and
his little nubby nubs.
Yeah, showing his little nub nubs. If anybody's showing
mosquito bites, he's showing his mosquito bites.
It looked like he had taco meat on his chest with all that little hair, and you're the one showing your chest off.
Yeah,
while you're sitting up here talking about her, you're sitting up here on the live stream currently with your shirt open, Not that we want to see that. Showing off your chest.
Yeah, I was perplexed because I thought, am I missing something? Am I looking at the wrong video? When a woman is pregnant, if she doesn't buy maternity clothes, she wears clothes that's bigger than her. So she was wearing a oversized t-shirt. She was wearing some, loose fitting jean shorts or a jean skirt, and she was enjoying herself and dancing. And he had his, I don't know, was it a jean jacket or something? It was some sort of a jacket, and it was open, and he was bare chested. And I was like, okay, what did I miss? Because the only person that's showing their breast is him.
The hypocrisy, the nerve.
So I was like, I don't see where this woman is showing her breast. She's covered up. I don't get it. What am I missing here?
Like I said, anything you can do, my dildo can do better. I just think that black women, we tired of this shit. This the type of shit that we are tired of. And now he running around here talking about he red pill. He's gonna go manosphere now. Oh, I understand now what the manosphere man was talking about, because now I done messed around and messed up the pull-out method that I thought was so foolproof, and now that the pull-out method didn't work, and now she pregnant, and I want to go manosphere. Yeah. Yeah.
But why
Yeah.
why do these men that don't want to get women pregnant, why don't they get vasectomies? That's under your insurance. I don't, if you don't like this woman and you don't want to be tied with these women, get vasectomies. I don't get it. I mean, you're losing credibility when you say things that don't make any sense. Um,
But
the
speaking of
H
saying things that don't make any sense, look at this comment right here.
I
Ike
can't see.
Turner, he
Yeah.
says, this is just my 4 cents. This is playing right into what you're talking about. He says, Ike Turner took Tina from being a single mother living on dirt roads to a superstar. And she turned on him for a white man who would have never looked at her before her celebrity is.
Tina Turner was a child when Ike Turner met her, and she didn't have any children. So what is he talking about? The children that she was taking care of was his after they got married, pretty much, and his previous children side babies. What is this person talking about?
Like I said, delusional. These men only see what they want to see. She was a stepmama before she even got out of high school, dealing with Ike.
This is selective history, selective recollection. Yeah, this is wow. This is just wow. Wow. This is crazy.
So, and then he goes on in his streams talking about what a whore she is. I'm back on talking about the honest truth.
Okay.
Every time I look around, he's sitting up here. Yeah, because she wants to go around and she wants to be jumping on all these penises, and she's jumping on this penis and she's jumping on that penis, and now she done took my baby. Now it's your baby. I don't know whether you care about the baby or you don't care about the baby. 1 minute is your baby, now is I'll fuck you and the baby. And I don't know whether I'm coming or going with this guy. But he sure loves to sit up here and talk about all the penises that she done hopped on. But you're sitting up here getting news and photos from your subscribers and other women on YouTube. You're on Instagram looking at naked women and you're sending them money. But you're sitting up here talking about all the penises that you think she's hopping on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is just not making any sense. It's not making any sense at all.
You know, AP, She did a live stream and she was saying how, he even came and, was acting normal. Like 1 minute he's acting, I think he's bipolar.
Okay.
Because after doing all these live streams, then he goes to visit her in the hospital and she shows a picture of him kissing her stomach. After he says he hopes that her and the baby takes a long dive off of a tall cliff and he says, do him a favor, land face first, you and the baby. But then he's in the hospital with a big old close up of you. This is you, honest truth. This is also you kissing the stomach. Like, make this make sense. AP, can you?
Yeah, this doesn't
Um,
sound like a stable person, and maybe they should stay away from each other, and maybe they should individually get help and just stay away from each other because babies need stability. And the way he's up and down, up and down, up and down, this is not good for the child. Children need consistency and they need stability. And I don't think that it's good for that child to know that his biological father is speaking about his biological mother in such a despairingly way. And when once something is on the internet, it's forever. And this kid can look this up and hear the terrible things that he said about his mother and him. I don't know why I keep thinking it's going to be a boy, but you know, this is not good.
well, here's the thing. You sit up here and you talk about this woman as a whore. You talk about how crazy she is. You show all her medications, and some of those medications were old that she's not even taking anymore. She's probably on maybe 3 or 4 meds, but you misrepresented it on purpose because you want people to think that this woman is crazy. And yes, Juju, he used her because you spoke about this $30,000, but you weren't turning down that $30,000. You weren't. You were spending that money. You had access to her debit card. You were controlling this woman, telling her what to wear, telling her how to wear her hair, putting her on adult timeouts. Let's talk about the adult timeouts for a second.
Yeah,
How
that
do
was
you put
crazy.
a grown woman on an adult timeout? And how do you, as a grown woman, let somebody put you on an adult timeout? Like, I'm not understanding none of this at all. And the first time you hit me, we both would have been in jail or the hospital. Both of us. Because I guarantee you, for as many times as you hit me, nigga, you better not go to sleep. You better not even close your eyes for a wink. Because I'm going to be on your ass. I'm going to be on your motherfucking neck.
Yeah.
Y'all think Lorena Bobbitt was bad. At least the motherfuckers was able to find that shit. I'ma cut your shit off and it's immediately going in the meat grinder.
Yeah. Yeah, this is so terrible. I hate, at one point in time I had faith in the honest truth, but how far he has fallen, or maybe I just didn't see this side of him, but it's disappointing.
Well, I liked him because, it seemed like he was a man that understood where women were coming from. But I should have known when that whole thing went off with Space Ghost Perk. I should have known.
Yeah.
And I have to give Taz his props because Taz was the first one that went up there on that panel and called him out on that shit.
Yeah.
It was Taz.
Yeah, it was.
And I was like, damn, you know what? Taz be, doing his shit, but he on point right here. Your
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking ass is over here. I mean, I saw him my damn self.
Yep.
He was fanboying out for this nigga that said that he wanted to see a black woman dead.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker said he wanted to grape a black woman, and he wanted to see her unalive.
Yeah.
And this nigga, the honest truth, was over here. Oh my God, my goodness. We can do some music together. We can get
Yeah.
together and do something. I mean, this is what he was doing. And I was disgusted then. I was like, oh man, I can't believe this shit. And so I went back to his channel and I called him out on that shit. I was like, man, you sitting up here, because he was doing this little pity party to his audience. I said, motherfuckers need to be through with you after what you did.
Yeah, but people work, because I was on that show, not on the panel, but I was in the audience, and people in the moment, people were like, dude, you're not going to say nothing to this guy? You're going to just let this guy say all this stuff about black women, and you're just going to sit there? And I think that, if my memory serves me, I think that, Nyla and Sin were going, hey, man, you're going to just let this guy, diss black women, and you're not going to say nothing? And he was just ignoring them. He was timing people out. And it's like, what? And and he lost a lot of people behind that. He lost me, because when I tried to give him a chance, I tried to, and then when people were calling him out saying, why didn't you do anything? When he said, what would you have me do? I was done. I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore.
I mean, he's sitting up there talking about something. Well, what would you have me do? I mean, I can't protect black women on land. This was his excuse.
This is your channel. This is your house.
This is your channel.
Yeah, it's like your house.
If a person comes in your house,
yeah, if people come to your house and they're tearing stuff up and ripping things to shred and smearing doo-doo all over your furniture, you're gonna just sit there and say, well, what would you have me do? You say, hey man, this is my channel, and I can't have you disrespecting my listeners or my audience or my people.
And this is another instance. I got my issues with Taz and Nyla, but mostly Nyla, to be honest with you, because of how the fuck she is. But I have to give Taz his props.
Taz, he did like kind of blow the lid off of everything. I must say that, because he came in and he was asking direct questions, and he wasn't pussyfooting and playing around with the shit. Yeah.
And I was like, that's how the fuck you go at a nigga like that.
Yeah.
You don't pussyfoot and fanboy out and let's do music together.
Let's collab. Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Let's do music together. What the fuck is we doing here?
Yep.
I should have known when he did that shit. I should have stopped fucking with him then. But then he came back. He was so apologetic, and he was like, yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck with that nigga Space Ghost and blah, blah, blah. I was wrong, and I apologize to you, Faith, and I apologize to my fans. And he went on an apology tour, and he was so sorry. And then slowly but surely, people start coming back. I came back. I was like, okay, everybody makes a mistake. It's over, Now this shit. Now I'm seeing in the raw, your motherfucking ass and sat up here and went full goddamn red pill now. Because you sat up here and went raw in this woman talking about the goddamn pull-out method. Nigga. What that sound about? Really, nigga? Really?
Yeah.
The pull-out method?
This would have been his opportunity to show everybody how being a father is done. To set an example. And so as soon as you find out you're a father, you go red pill? Huh?
And the thing about it is, I know that majority of what she's saying is the truth, because he actually co-signed a lot of what she said.
Yeah.
She said they planned the baby. At first, when she was saying that, I was like, y'all planned it. but he's saying he don't want this baby. I find that hard to believe. But then this
Yeah.
nigga said, yeah, she tried to say that I made her get off her birth control, but we was gonna get married anyway, and we was gonna have a baby anyway. So I mean, the birth control was hurting my pee pee, my little pum pum hurt. So she had to get rid of. We gonna have a baby anyway. We was gonna get married anyway. So you did plan the baby with her. You did plan it, lying ass nigga. You
Yeah.
said it. See,
Yeah.
you should not never do these drunk streams where you come on there drunk because you don't know what the fuck you saying and you be telling off on your motherfucking self.
Yeah. Well, that poor lady. I hope she's somewhere safe, and I hope she goes radio silent when it comes to YouTube because this was just too hard.
Yeah, and she says that he would never see the baby. I would not blame her.
Yeah.
This nigga put out not one, not two, not three, but today makes four. Today he just did another one today. While he know his soon to be baby mama is in the hospital with high blood pressure, dealing with a high risk pregnancy, he keeps putting out these stupid ass videos.
Wow.
And I said, Rory, just don't watch this shit no more.
Yeah.
Her blood pressure she posted at the time was 140 over 107.
Oh, that's bad. That's
And I
bad.
said, you know what, Rory? Pack your shit when you go to your next hospital visit because they're going to keep it.
Wow.
I knew that they were going to keep her. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, you might as well pack a stay bag, an overnight bag. You might as well
Yeah.
pack your overnight bag because they going to keep you in the hospital with your blood pressure that high.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it's because she's dealing with this dumbass nigga.
Hmm.
She could have an easy pregnancy, but no, she got a motherfucker to want to lay his hands on her, beat the baby out of her, then turn around and say he don't want her the baby, make live streams every other motherfucking day. That's the reason why, dumbass, the honest truth, your soon-to-be baby mama's in the hospital. She's already high risk because she's over 35. But you are not making shit no easy. You're not making it easy.
Well, do you think that he wants her to lose the baby?
Well, he keeps saying that he hopes it's not his baby. Then he turns around and he says that the baby is important to his family and she knew it and why did she run with the baby and all this other crazy ass shit. But my whole thing is you not making it better. Like playtime is over. Like y'all, you're on YouTube and you're duking it out on YouTube. Y'all need to really, first of all, there need to be a mediator. I do not even recommend that y'all be in the room alone with each other.
Hmm.
It needs to be a mediator, and both of y'all need to go to counseling.
Hmm.
You need to go to your individual counseling, and she need to go to her individual counseling. And
Yeah.
then after y'all get yourselves together, get a mediator and see what kind of family thing that y'all can do or what type of co-parenting, if any, can be done.
Right.
Because it's a huge hot ass mess. But the honest truth, you sat up here and told everybody you knew this woman had a mental illness. You still fucked. You sat up here talking about this woman's looks, how she wasn't all that, but you still fucked. See, everything that I'm about to say, honest truth, ends with, but you still fucked. At the end of the day, you still fucked in spite of everything. her son weird, and I don't think that she's a good mother because she homeschool. She don't homeschool right, but you still fucked.
Yeah.
The honest truth, just my 4 cents. That's who's doing this.
So, Faith, do you think she should have chose better?
Yes, I think that she definitely should have chose better. Because you know what? When that whole Space Ghost perk thing went up, kicked off, she was around.
Hmm.
So she saw that, and she still fucked. And so I'm gonna get on you too, Omni, Ruri. You still fucked too. You saw that, and you still fucked. So this can go both ways, but Ruri pregnant and she got the high blood pressure, high risk, so we can't really go in on you like that. But you still fucked, both of you, and both of you need to grow the fuck up. This the playtime is over. So now we all on here talking about he ain't shit. This nigga ain't this. This nigga ain't that. But you knew he wasn't shit when you first got with him. You know. And this is when pick Misha ism goes wrong. This is a prime example of that. And so now, and mind you, you're not going to be the only one. Because as I was in his chat room today, and he was talking about how his baby mama can fall off this high ass cliff and land head first, her and the baby. And then he tried to make himself out to be this super duper great dad. Here comes some more pick Mishas in the chat room. Oh, you just need to let bygones be bygones, and maybe she's not the one for you. Maybe she's not the one for you, the honest truth. Maybe I can love you better. Maybe I can love you better. They was all in the chat room, ready to be baby mama number 2.
Wow. This is really unfortunate.
And it's disgusting. It's disgusting to see women acting like this. And that's why y'all the problem. Why these men do what they do? Because they can get away with it, because it's always another one of you dum dums to replace the last dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't drink or smoke? Alpha, Omega. This nigga, not only do he drink, but in the third live stream that he was in, I don't know if you watch it all the way, but you'll see him holding the alcohol. He was doing drunk ass live streams. And his baby mama said that he was stealing her medications and selling them, and he was taking her meds. She had went to the dentist and got her teeth extracted. Had 3 extractions in a year, which I think he had something to do with, because I never heard of anybody having that many goddamn teeth extractions in a year
They
so
were
that they can get that
but they were
goddamn.
wisdom tooth. They were wisdom tooth teeth.
There was wisdom teeth. Well,
Yeah.
okay, well she got all these extractions, and she had to get this heavily medicated Tylenol with codeine, and she said he took one bottle of the Tylenol with codeine in one day. Goddamn pill pop. So he's selling her meds, he's taking her meds, and then got the nerve to show the bag of pills to try to make her look bad. But dude, but dude, how come you don't talk about your habit? So see, There's some red pill going on, but I think it's with the faith factor. I'm red pill like a motherfucker now. I see clearly now. I'm not fucking with this dude and his channel no more because this shit is just absolutely amazing. AP, you right.
So this done made you go red pill, huh?
Hell yeah, I'm red pill now. Like, what the fuck? These, I'm looking at every male content creator that is female centered with the side eye now. Now I got to look at all y'all with the side eye. Are you really, really this much for black women? Is this really a show? Like, I want to know when your baby mama are going to come out the woodwork, and then all of a sudden, when you get them child support papers, now all of a sudden, oh, the manosphere was right about you bitches. Yeah, really? Do tape. Let me turn on my recorder so I can record this for all prosperity. So you can't come back later and be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
well, you know
everybody.
what? And see, that's the kind of that's how I am. That's how petty I am. I would record it all, and then when the child becomes the next president of the United States, or when my child becomes the man or woman who, found the cure for cancer, and he comes slinkering back in with that story that they all tell that your mother kept me away from you, I'd just hit play.
Mm-hmm.
And I would let him or her see all of the fuckery and say, you decide. I'm trying to protect you from this toxicity. It's my job to protect you, and this is what we were up against. And then when he tries to say, well, I tried, I looked for you, your mother wouldn't let me see, the story that they all use, I would have just hit play. And the child could see it, or the adult, or the famous Nobel Peace Prize winner, or whatever it's going to be. I would say, here you go.
Yep.
This is
You know what?
Yeah.
AP, I think I'm going to join I'm going to become a Princella disciple. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like Crystal Squirrels, and I'm gonna quit my YouTube channel, and I'm going to become a Princella disciple because they all bad, and they all look alike. Okay.
So you're gonna join Crystal Squirrels?
Yes, I'm going to become a Princella disciple.
Oh God, man. Yeah, because I think that the one conversation that I had with that young woman, she in my opinion, she's way nicer than me because I would tape everything. I would record everything, every video, every audio, and I would put it in a vault. And I would even be petty enough to where if I die and my son or daughter inherits my millions, I will make sure that the person handling my estate plays them tapes in the video.
Oh yeah, because he said a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But let me acknowledge just my 4 cents. He says he had to step out. He said Eagles game starting, got to go. EAGLES Eagles.
Okay, go ahead. You got to do what you got to do. Thanks for coming. But yeah.
Oh, hey, Brandy Davis. I see you down there. Yeah, girl. I don't know. I don't know. These men, they all bad. They all look alike.
Yeah, I'm pretty petty. I'd record everything. I'd have an AI recording everything. I'd tell the AI every time this person shows up, record. Yeah.
And see, I understand, because a lot of men will sit up there and see the title of the stream and be like, a dildo can't replace me, huh? No, what you talking about? Not this good loving. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, half of y'all think it's good, but for the most part, most of the time, it's just I. I'm gonna just tell y'all a
Hey,
little secret.
what do the sex workers say? Hurry up and come so I can go.
Hurry up and come so I can go. And that's what many wives have said many, many nights.
Yeah.
See, it's hit or miss with us, because with y'all, y'all always get it. But with us, if y'all don't spend a little bit of time, stroking and caressing and, getting us heated up, most of the time it's like, okay, hurry up, man. I'm not getting anything out of this right now. You didn't heat me up this time. So, hurry up and come so I can get
Yeah.
the fuck on.
Yeah. Yeah, she's nicer than me because I'd have all kind of recordings, and it would be in trust. And you know how they do when they make copies of it and send it to different people. Yeah, different people would have them copies. And I say, if anything ever happens to me, this is what you need to be showing Junior.
Oh,
So,
Brandy Davis, we were talking about the honest truth and how he has done not one, not two, not three, but today makes 4 videos about his soon to be baby mama that he knew had a mental illness and that he knew had a son who had a mental illness. And he's up here calling the son weird and a demon. And he's over here saying that she's not attractive and he should not have never settled for her. And she's crazy, of course, now that they're not together. Yeah, that's the short version of it. And he's been doing videos every other day now, it looks like, letting people know he's up and down. He's up and down. Either he says the baby is important to him and his family, then the next thing you know, 2 videos back to back. I want nothing to do with the mother of my child or the baby. So we don't know. He bipolar. He's back and forth with this. He's been doing these bipolar streams.
hmm
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me add to the stage, Mr. Spade Park. What's going on?
hello,
I mean,
Mr. Spade Park.
hey, what's going on? I know the link was only for AP. I just wanted to come in and just give my 2 cents as far as the honest truth. That's what y'all were talking about.
Yes.
Unfortunately, anytime somebody is giving somebody smoke and won't let them on the panel, that lets you know right there that they're full of crap. He's been doing stream after stream of that woman, and the fact that he won't let her up and he keeps blocking her every time she comes in shows that he has something to hide, and there's nothing honest or truthful about him. Now we all saw in real time the way he was fanboying out for Space Ghost Perp, that he's a bad dude. So anybody that still entertains him and still is rocking with him, unless they're new, in a way it's on them. But it's kind of good that we're witnessing all this because we're able to see more and more of his pathology and who he really is. And just seeing him go off the rails with every stream, hopefully is a warning for anybody else who wants to rock with him or be his first lady, that he should be left alone. As far as Ami Preem, I will say, even though I don't really agree with Priscilla, there is a place for Priscilla because someone like Ami Preem, she could now gravitate to Priscilla and be able to use that logic, those talking points to bounce back and have a healthy pregnancy, a good birth, and maybe even push forward with being a single mom with the limited support system that she has, which is his family. There's a place for Priscilla, even though it's a lot of illogical things going on every time she goes to a panel. But I really hate that people still entertain THT, and I really hate that he more than likely is going to get someone else pregnant, and he's using people as far as taking their money from them. And unfortunately, when it comes to the space, there's always schemers and scammers taking advantage of people. And there's not a lot of people really giving pushback that have the audience to really make a difference. So he's going to be over there continuing to scheme and scam, tell half-truths, lies, and misleading information. And I think it's good that I saw Grandmaster Troll point out that he thinks that THT physically abused her. She's going to be going on the Amir's channel pretty soon to spread awareness. Great thing that you interviewed her, Faith, to help spread awareness of her story, to warn people to stay away from him, because if the warning is not out there, more people are going to fall into the trap and fall into the hole. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents. Y'all talk about THT. I know the link was for AP. I'll drop it down to the chat.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Spade Parkland, for coming up. Good to see you again, by the way.
Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too, Faith. You too, AP.
Yeah, those were wise words. And, you know, I mean, when he was talking, I was thinking about the time when we went on the Honest Truth show, and we were in the audience and we were just typing questions. He was blocking us. And I was, and he wasn't, you know, even the mods were go, hey, how's it going? The mods were like, long time no see, because they remember me when I used to be on the show before. And he didn't even let the mods block us. The mods didn't see that anything we did wrong. He was just throwing us off. He was kicking us off. And I was like
he was blocking anybody that disagreed with him even slightly.
Well, he made a comment that twice as many women are suffering from NPD as men. And so right there, because I have 2 phones, while that phone was on, I went to the other phone and I went into Google. I went to an unbiased website, and they said, out of the diagnosed people who have NPD, 7.7% are men and 4.3 or 4.8% are women. So when I put that in the chat, and then I also noted my source, oh, no, and I got blocked. I didn't even, for a while, I thought he was, when he said, you're getting ready to get blocked. And I was like thinking he was talking about somebody else saying something rude. And I was just asking like regular questions. I wasn't even really trolling. And I looked on my other phone and none of my comments were showing. I was like, are you kidding me? He blocked me himself. He's not even letting his mod do what mods are supposed to be doing. I was like, whoa, he really does not want people. He just wants fans. He doesn't want people to have a honest dialogue with him. He just threw us both off. I was like, well, I don't think I've ever been thrown off before like that.
I've been kicked out of better places. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and cry because I got kicked out of the deadbeat baby daddy channel. I mean,
but for you to say a blatant, where are you getting statistics from? You think that it's okay? The name of your show is called The Honest Truth, and you're saying something that's blaringly incorrect. And so when I'm telling you, hey, dude, I just now looked this up, and this is what I found, and this is the source that I went to. So that offense is so horrible that I'm banned. Isn't the name of your show The Honest Truth?
I think that his name should now be The Dishonest Truth. because if you come in his panel and call him out on any nonsense, he's gonna block you, and he's not gonna let you hit the link. The dishonest truth
Yeah.
wants to tell the truth as he knows it.
Well, it's his version of the truth. He did the same thing to Taz. Taz was saying, asking questions, and he kind of dropped him and blocked him too. I'm like, well, wait a minute, what is going on here? Just,
Well, yeah, he didn't want those facts and statistics to get in the way of his lies,
yeah.
because just like many ministers that take that Bible and they like to spin it any kind of way that they want to spin it, and they are banking on much of the congregation being ignorant. So in his congregation, he is now going to replace the smart people for ignorant people that will buy his bull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy, and people were not even they were not cursing him out, they were not being disrespectful, they were just asking probative questions, giving him an opportunity to tell his side of the story, and he was just, you're out of here, you're out, like like that scene, you're out of order, you're out of order. She was just locking everybody. I was like, whoa, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. I think somebody came in and said, "Hey, I'm new to the channel. Is this a woman hating channel? You're blocked."
I remember that.
and I'm not even lying. I mean, that really did happen.
That really did happen. That really did happen. He blocked her too.
Like, this person was brand spanking new, didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I remember
I'm
that.
like, this dude, boy,
and then it was so funny because, like, I had one phone where I was looking at where I was blocked, and then the other phone, and it was like there was barely any comments. He blocked so many people. Mm-hmm. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, girl, but I just wanted to, point out some things because, like, Rory's in the hospital, and Rory, I don't know if she's gonna do the interview with Amiri or not. I don't know if those two have ever gotten a chance to touch base. Right now, as it stands, she told me that she's gonna focus on getting her blood pressure down, because I'm quite sure she's, anxious to get out of the hospital and get back to her child, because she has a son that she's also taking care of. So I know it can't be fun to be stuck in the hospital, trying to get your blood pressure down. And then every day you got this fool jumping on land, making a live stream.
Yeah.
So now he's making the live stream, trying to make himself out to be the perfect stepdaddy, which is a laugh. That is a hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're the perfect stepdaddy to the kid that you said was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And all he does is just stare ahead and all this other stuff. But at the same time, he's also a demon.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
And see, those of us who were there from the beginning, you can't finesse us.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't silence us on our own channels.
Yeah.
See, you can, block everybody on your channel, and maybe some brand new diddle daddle bobbleheads to come in. Oh, that's just awful.
Oh man. Yeah, I was I was kind of in shock. I was kind of in shock that day. I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm probably permanently blocked too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
And then one of the mods, I believe it was Omega Black, showed up to Rory's channel. And this is probably another one of the women that he had been lying to.
Mm-hmm.
And see, ladies, this is what I want to say to you guys. You know, a lot of times these men would have lied to you, but because some of you are under their spell, because I really do believe some of these women in his chat room, they're still under his spell. So they
Right.
still believe his lies. They still send him money. They still pay his bills and all this other stupid ass shit that some of y'all do. I don't know why. You know, because the handwriting is on the fucking wall
Yeah.
that this guy ain't shit. So I don't know why y'all be under the spell so bad. Then you go into another woman's chat room who's pregnant to start an argument with her about how, oh, well, both of y'all liars, and I know he was lying. Well, you know he was lying, but yet you're here messing with this woman.
Yeah. This was.
But see, here's the thing: she knew that Honest Truth was lying, but she still only wanted to take it out on the other woman because she's still under that nigga spell.
What other woman?
Rory, she wanted to take it out on Rory.
Oh, okay. Okay.
When she came into the, I don't know if you were there that day, but she came into the chat room and saying some old bullshit in the chat room, talking about something. I know he was a liar. What makes you think I didn't know he was a liar? Because of how bad you be caping for this nigga. That's why. That's why we thought you were still under his spell. But if you're not under his spell, I can't tell for how hard you were caping. And now you're over here bothering this woman because he lied? Or are you bothering this woman because you just don't want to hold him accountable for those lies?
You know what? I just feel like if you'll do it to one woman, it's not that much of a stretch for you to do it to another woman. And if, you know, I would like to think that women would see how badly this woman is being treated and talked to like a dog. And they would say, well, look at how badly he's treating a woman who's carrying his seed. Do I want to get him involved with this?
Nope. They're gonna step right in line. I'm next. I'm next to be treated like the next um terrible baby mama. It's just like Blueface and Christian Rock. Christian saw how Blueface was doing his other baby mama, and she was right there heckling while she was pregnant. Oh, you look horrible while you pregnant, and he don't want you. Look at you, he ain't even there for you. He over here with me, and blah blah blah. And I got the victory, type bitches. So it's always gonna be some dumb female thinking that she got the victory over another female, and what you don't understand is both of y'all done lost. Dealing with this nigga, both of y'all lost. But at any
Yeah.
rate, I am spent talking about these men and how my dildo is always gonna be 1000% better.
Oh well. I'm just gonna pray for that woman because I know that it's gonna make because your baby feels what you feel. And if you're stressed out and if you're full of anxiety, that's gonna make for a terrible pregnancy. So I hope that I know she does yoga, right?
I don't know. I,
Yeah.
I I I really don't know if she does it or not.
I hope that this woman finds yoga if she's not already doing it and finds meditation and relaxation because I would hate for her child to be all stressed out too. And I would hate for her to have a difficult pregnancy behind this.
Her Alpha Omega said when he came around, I was like, finally, a nice boy coming into the space. Ha! So we thought. So we thought he was a wolf in sheep clothing, and he had many of us fooled.
Yeah.
So I wonder, how many of these wolves are going to let their wolf tail show.
Yeah.
Oh, grandmama, what big teeth you have.
Yeah, this is just so sad.
Actually, that's my favorite role play thing.
Is it really?
Yeah, I like to be Red Riding Hood. I like to put on the red hood, and I had a red hair and a red lipstick.
So is that what you're going to be for Halloween?
Oh, no, 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 that's only when I'm role playing.
Oh, okay. So we going there, huh? Now let me stop.
Oh, hold on, let me stop. TMI, TMI. But you know what? I can do that. I'm single. I'm not married like the rest of you bitches. I'm single. I forgot. I can single.
You
I can do these things. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, I think I left some stuff. I need to bring it with me. I left my little Lysol thing to wipe down these machines. But yeah, I feel bad for the that poor baby. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Poor baby. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pray for that baby. I don't know why, but I think it's a boy, and I'm rooting for that little boy.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really just praying that both parents can get it together mentally, and that there is a mediator that can come into play to help them, if they are interested in co-parenting, if the
Mhm.
baby is indeed his.
Mhm.
If not, then Lucy, you're gonna have some explaining to do.
Well,
Mm.
it's well. I guess I really can't judge by how petty I am, but I'm kind of petty, and I'd be the type of person that would not let a DNA happen because I would probably move to another country and just start all over. And then when I have a Cristiano little boy that's a famous soccer player, I will make sure that I show him all of the videos and all of the tapes of the sperm donor, so that when the dad needs a bone marrow transplant or something, I'm gonna be like, nope, you decide. Can't say I kept you away from him. Would you? I'm protecting you from this hatred.
Well, it looks like you're breaking up a little bit there, AP. But
Am
I'm ready
I?
to go.
Oh no.
Yeah, now you're
Okay.
not.
All right. Oh, that you know what? It's the machine. It's okay. It's probably the handles on that machine. Let me move to something else that's not gonna mess up the yeah.
No,
I'm a,
Naya. Omni has not been up on the panel at all. And she didn't go to his stream either. She tried to get on his last live stream. He wouldn't let her up there. And I'm so glad I didn't detect that she tried to get on this live stream. But I just really hope that she just kind of like stops listening to his stuff and
Yeah, yeah,
just focus on getting her blood pressure down, having a,
yeah,
a, a safe, healthy pregnancy and a
yeah,
healthy baby.
yeah, yeah.
So, that's what I would like for her to focus on.
Well, she did sound very calm, you know, the last time we talked to her, so that was kind of nice. She sounds like she was, I don't know if she had some sort of mood enhancing drug, but she sounded pretty calm. And I just want her to be calm and relaxed. And maybe she should be with some relatives or something during this pregnancy. Oh, man, this damn thing. Can you hear me okay?
Hmm.
Okay, I'm not near something that's going to mess up my antenna.
Yeah, but I think that judging is a good thing.
Judging?
I think that judging is absolutely a good thing. Because here's the thing, if nobody judges, nobody has uses any type of discernment, because discernment and judging is the same thing. It's just that we as fickle human beings, we like one word better than the other. So if I say I like to judge, oh, you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't judge. That's wrong to judge, and judge unless you be judged. And and people misquote the scripture all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, there's the Bible tells you to judge. It even gives you instructions on how to judge.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Um, when we judge, we are supposed to judge in accordance to how we have lived life ourselves and in accordance to where we are currently in our growth process. You're not supposed to be hypocritical in your judgment, but you're not supposed to not judge at all, because then you will be going through life stupid
Mm-hmm.
and not being able to discern right from wrong. So everything that we do in this life is a judgment call, and many times it's against another individual. Many times. And I don't mind being judged. I'm just going to throw that out there. But when you judge me, if you are being hypocritical in your judgment or if you're being dishonest in your judgment, I'm going to come for your head. And that's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
So, don't mind being judged, but make sure you get it right. Make sure you're not being hypocritical, because I try my best to get it right, and I try not my best not to be hypocritical. And if I'm wrong, I don't mind saying that I am. But a lot of you all will sit up here and judge people, and you'll put your own spin on shit and add to it and take away, and then you got a whole mess on your hand. And that's not judging. That's just being plain old messy. And we don't like messy over here. Naya said, I don't mind being judged either. I quite enjoy it. I'm above reproach. Same here, honey. I don't mind being judged at all. Most of the time, I'm pretty much on the right side of the law in morality. But, sometimes I'm wrong, and I take my lumps there as well.
Okay, I still want to know what you're going to be for Halloween.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be anything for Halloween.
What?
I might just go ahead and just, be plain old Faith. I think I'm scary enough by my damn self.
Hey, you know what? I was laughing because I was walking up to this door, and they had one of those like full size Halloween like skeletons, and I was like, that damn Faith was telling me about them decorations, and now now I see this crazy decoration, and I don't
Oh,
know if
wait a
it's a
minute.
person or not.
Wait a minute. Naya said, Ami says some hateful things about organic black. I didn't know that.
Well, she's a mod on his channel, right? She's a mod on THT's channel, right?
Yeah. Yes. She is.
Maybe something happened.
Yeah. I don't know the full story with that, Naya. Because I do know that Organic was a mod over there at THT, and she was fully supporting THT in his bullshit. And then I saw her over there at Ami's page, and you know what? Kind of think of it. Now something is starting to stand out to me because Ami did apologize to Organic Black, but she didn't say what for. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Maybe it was for some of the stuff that she said about Organic Black. Oh, well, it seemed to me like she was fully supporting him because she was saying that Ami was a liar. She was calling Ami a liar. So to
Okay.
me, if she's calling the woman a liar, she's putting her full support behind THT.
Well, you know what that saying is that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
That is true. So if someone is calling someone a liar and this person is on their, soapbox tearing this other person down, then that seems to me like that person has made their choice. Oh, you said she also called THT a liar? Okay, well, I haven't seen her call THT a liar. I've always saw her defending him, so that's why I have the perspective that I have.
Hmm.
So I haven't seen her call him a liar. Maybe it was on another live stream, or maybe I just wasn't around when she did it because I didn't watch all of it. So I'm not gonna say it didn't happen. Well, OB isn't a content creator. All I see is what she's saying in the chat room. And when I was in the chat room, I'm gonna just be honest with you, Naya. I heard her saying over and over again how Omi or Ruri was lying. That's what I saw. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, what you're saying, I didn't see that. I saw her defending him. And then when she went over there to Ruri's channel, I did see her say that they were both lying, and that was the first time that I saw her, even remotely say that THT was lying. But she still threw Ruri in with it. And then I heard Ami apologizing to her for something, but Ami didn't say what it was about. So I don't have the backstory on that. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just telling you what I saw. And I can only go off what I've seen. But you said after Omi mentioned her. What do you mean after Omi mentioned her? Wait a minute. Do you just want to grab the link?
Yeah, let her
Hold
grab the
on a
link
second.
because it's going to be too difficult. And plus, I can't read anything because I'm just in talking mode right now.
Yeah, grab the link, Naya. So I'm waiting on Naya to grab the link because I want to get some perspective on this too, because I do like to have the full story, even though
Right,
it's still going to be like hearsay because it's coming from a third party. Because, like I said, I only speak on the things that I saw,
right, right.
but you seem to have an inside scoop on other stuff that I didn't see. So I need you to come up here and explain to me what you're saying. And I am saying this respectfully. I'm not like a principal calling you into the principal office or anything like that.
Yes, you are. No, no, I'm just joking.
But
Yes, Principal Faith.
no. Yeah, so like I said, I don't understand, the women defending him. Like I said, like I saw those other two women in there defending them. Yeah, and it's so tragic. Oh, I can love her. I can love you better than she can. Type bitches. I can't stand bitches like this. So that's what
Yeah.
I was seeing. A lot of shit like that going on.
Mhm.
So when I go to the channel and I see women in the chat room, especially women that have wrenches in his chat room, and like I said at the very beginning of when it all happened, I saw Organic Black doing a lot of nigga splaining for that nigga.
Yeah,
Now
that was
if she was doing something different than what I actually saw, then I stand corrected.
mhm. Let's see if this thing
But
has
I
heat.
don't know. It's going on 2 hours. So Naya, if you're not coming up to explain your side of things and what you saw or didn't see or whatever, I'm about to end the stream. I'm about to go get me something to eat and bid everybody adieu and good night. I love each and every one of you. AP, did you have any final thoughts you want to leave with everybody before we
No.
end the stream?
Well, thank you all for coming. And yeah, my prayers are going out to the little boy, and I just want her to go somewhere where she's around people who are loving and supportive. And I don't want her to be in a situation where she's being dogged out. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, my prayers go out to her, and I wish her the best of luck. I'm gonna stay in here for a little while longer and try to be a lean, mean fighting machine after we get off. So yeah,
Oh, okay. And Night X says, "No worries, y'all. I respect you, ladies, and I want the best for all of us, and I want the best for all of us too. As women, my final thoughts is that I do want to see us do better. I don't want to see us, like dumb cows being led into the slaughter. We see the cow that ahead of us just got slaughtered, but we're just waiting for our turn in line. I want to see us
yeah.
get a little smarter. Like, okay, you see what's happening, okay, we gonna turn around and let the other women know what's happening, and then we gonna get the fuck out of there.
And then
That's
too,
what I want to see happen.
if she's not getting any support, in that direction, I just want her to. I want the baby to be okay, because I do think that if you are stressed out and you're pregnant, that is affecting your child. It's affecting the development of your child. I want her to go somewhere safe and just be away from all of this madness.
Yes, absolutely. Because the most important thing at this point is to have a healthy baby and a safe pregnancy.
Yes.
Organic Black is here. So maybe we can go ahead and get Organic Black to hit the link. and
Yeah,
she can
that'll be
come up
great.
and she can talk to us about what went on with that exchange between her and Omi. And
Hmm.
then also what was that nigga explaining about in THT's chat room. So organic, the link is down there. I'm gonna throw it down there for you again. Hold on a second. There we go. Links down in the chat room. We were getting ready to wrap it up. But Organic says, did you hear what was said about me earlier on that live stream? No, I didn't. That's the reason why I'm going to give you the opportunity to come up and explain what was said about you earlier or to you earlier. Because like I said, I hear things, I see things, but not everything.
Hmm.
So you can come up and you can let us know what went on exactly so we can all be in the know.
Yeah, because sometimes when it's he said, she said, you shot John, the words get mixed up. And this way we can hear exactly from the horse's mouth and get it straight.
Yeah, I don't know who he was referring to. Did he make a reference to you, Organic Black, in today's stream, or was that a previous stream? Come up, Organic. I know you're not a content creator and you usually don't come up, but make a exception this one time and just let us know what's going on.
Yeah, because we're not going to bite your head off.
Yeah, because we're not going to do that. We don't do that here at the Faith Factor. But she says that's what I was responding to. She lied on me.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. What did she lie on you about?
Okay, because I can't see. I'm on the lat pull down. If she can come up, I can't read all
Organic.
that stuff.
Okay, here is she's saying I'm putting it across the screen. She's Organic Black says I have asked for my name to be left out of this mess. I have
Oh, okay.
way too much information about this situation to expose
Okay.
everybody, but I have kept silent.
Okay.
What?
All right. Well, I mean, if you're trying to protect a confidentiality and a promise that you made to someone, we will respect that.
Well, hold on a second. No. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. People be sitting up here talking about I got the tea. I know I got the receipts and stuff. And see, like the rest of us, we seeing shit and we hearing shit in the chat room, and I'm wondering what the fuck is about. And I'm only going by what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing because I don't know everything. And then now you motherfuckers come over here and you be like, well, you don't have the whole story. You don't know what you're talking about. And then you throw the link down and be like, okay, so tell us what you're talking about. Like what if I don't know have the whole story, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm sitting up here just going by what I'm seeing, and then y'all sitting up here like, I got the tea. I don't want to tell it all because I don't want my name up in it. But hold on a second. Now your name is up in here now. It's organic. Organic. You do understand that your name is all up in here now. It's in it. You can't. Your name is Bennett, and you all up in it. See, Organic, hit the link. Hit the link, Organic. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Just
Hit the link
y'all
for the
be
folks
sitting
that
up
can't
here.
read.
Some of us is blind. We can't see. We don't know what you're saying down here. Then you're gonna be mad at us if we talking about you. You're gonna be mad. Okay, Organic said 1 second she's cooking. Okay, Organic. Yeah, just
Okay.
just come up for the one time. You ain't gotta disclose everything, but kind of get us up to speed so I won't be running around here ignorant in these streets. flapping my mouth like I saw this and I saw the wrong thing, and then now everybody coming at me. Faith, you gotta apologize like they did the other day. Faith, bitch, you messy hoe. No, you see, y'all be sitting up here with the half on the half, and I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm just going about what I see. I'm just reporting the motherfucking news, and y'all come over here with your caps and your guns out, and then see, Faith ain't trying to get shot up in here. I'm trying to collect AARP and get old, and nice, Lord. Nah, but serious though. Yeah, man. Metadog said, apologize, repent. I'm not. Look, y'all. I'd have been on my knees once before. Verbal done sat up here and had me groveling one day over there at BMT's channel. I was like, Verbal, can I talk? Can I just apologize to you, bitch? God damn it. Can I just get this apology out, goddamn it, motherfucker shit? I already don't want to apologize, but now you're gonna make me grovel too. Like I knew I was wrong. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I swear, y'all be having me up here on the ropes. Naya says, all I'm saying is we need to come together and support Omi. Yeah, and then that's the main thing, because Omi is the person that really needs the support. Omi needs the support. Metadog, what she say? Metadog said, get your script ready. You think they gonna come up here with the script? Metadog? Like, okay, so what had happened was y'all gonna kill me now. As a matter of fact, let me get my daggone cigarello out. I'm gonna smoke my cigarello.
Look at you. They got you reaching for the cigarellos.
You know what? I had stopped. I was doing pretty good too. I had stopped smoking my cigarellos. I really don't smoke them that often anymore. I probably smoke, like, this is the weekend, so I wait till the weekend, and I like to have a little glass of wine and recline with my little cigarello. Glass of Stella and my cigarello.
Uh-oh, I'm not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, I agree, Naya. When a woman is pregnant, I think that she should just kind of minimize the bullshit. And like I said, playtime is over. We don't have time to be mulling around here dealing with who shot John and all this other bullshit. Right, and I agree with Alpha. This coming right here. Alpha Omega says, in Omi's circumstances right now, it's a pass if she's angry at other women like Organic, obviously. And that's how I feel too, because she's gonna be angry with a whole bunch of women in the scenario, and she's probably not gonna be trusting of anybody in the scenario. And that should be like, duh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And Metadol says, shoot, with that cat thinking the pull-out method is a smart thing to do, he might have another baby mama out there. You know what? I never thought about that. What if he does have a baby out here somewhere that he don't know about? What a woman just said, fuck it, because she just kind of know what type of nigga he is. She's like, fuck this shit.
People do that. People do that.
Yeah, when you don't think your baby daddy ain't shit. Some of these women just take their baby and move on.
Yeah, because it costs a lot of money to go to a sperm bank, and you could just get some, you know, healthy sperm for free.
Girl, I'm out here with all these Puerto Ricans, and I swear, like they bump their music just like we do. I did
Oh
not know
yeah.
this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, they do. So, do you speak any Spanish, Faith?
Very little. I know some of the cuss words. I just listen for my name and one of them damn cuss words. As soon as I hear my name and one of them goddamn cuss words, it's
or
on,
or
bitch.
or negra. It's the negra.
Mm-hmm.
And they
As
cutting
soon
their
as I
eyes.
hear Lil Negra and Faith, it's on.
It's the negra. They cutting their eyes at you. You're like, what she talking about, man?
Yeah, when I hear my name and that in the asshole or punte or any of them cuss words, I'm gonna make a burrito out of you. I'm gonna drop the chalupa on that ass. Ooh, that's a sign. Time to stop smoking.
There you go.
Okay, I think this is yeah, this is OB. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's up, OB?
Hey, Organic Black. Welcome.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's this tea that you say you got here? Tell us so we can know, so we can not, so we can stop walking in ignorance over here.
Well, I do want to clear up first before I talk about any tea because I'm not really ready to start revealing everything, but I will say that you only saw my response to her in that chat, but you didn't hear or see everything that she's done to me before that. Did you hear anything that she said on that stream um before I came in?
No, I didn't.
It was horrible. I literally could have flagged that stream because of the way she was talking about me on that stream. So you only saw my response to her. You didn't see what she said about me. I was all types of whores. She said, fuck that bitch, fuck that whore. She was saying that I was giving him money, paying his rent, that I was going to move
Now,
in with
okay, now
him.
I did
That
hear
I
her
was,
say that before.
but
Now I did
yeah,
hear her
so
say that before.
yeah, so when I said that she needed to stop lying, she was lying on me about wanting to move in with him, giving him money, and still hanging out with him. Like she implied that I'm still like talking to him and hanging out with him like buddy buddy. That's not how it is at all. And she also implied that she's seen me before. She was trying to say that I'm ugly, that you have to look at me in the dark. She has never seen me. So
What? Wait a minute.
that's
She
what
was talking about how you look.
yeah. Yeah.
Have I ever
Oh,
seen Organic? You have a very nice
I've
voice,
never, I've
Organic
never
Black.
Thank
seen
you.
Organic Black before.
I've never seen her either. I don't think that I remember, but I know of her because sometimes we're on the same panel. So it was good
Yeah.
finally getting a chance to hear your voice. I don't think I've ever heard your voice before.
Yeah, I
And
like to stay anonymous.
Naya brings up a good point, Ob. She says that THT probably lied to her
Yeah,
about you.
yeah, to get her jealous.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, when everything was exposed or brought to YouTube, I just was hoping that I would not be brought into it. Um, and I was fully prepared to support her until, um, I was in Grandmaster Troll's live stream, the first one that he did, but she never showed up. But she did send one of her family members into the chat room to troll me and cuss me out, called me all types of heifers and hoes, and I think, part of it is because people assume that me and THT had something going on, and that's not the case at all. I work in technology. I'm a web and software developer. I'm a government employee, which is another reason why I try to stay anonymous.
Oh,
So
okay.
when the whole doxing thing happened, I was basically trying to give THT advice on how to run his channel. I kept trying to tell him, don't respond, don't respond, don't respond. I told him that he needs to stop getting entangled with subs because it can get messy. And I told him, stop giving out your number to subs. You don't know these people. Just be professional, mind your own business, and stop responding to every video that's made about you. That's really all I was trying to tell him. And
But he
and I
didn't listen.
no, he didn't listen at all. And also, I spoke to Ami Pre extensively behind the scenes as well, and she did tell me a lot of lies. So that's why in this situation, I cannot comfortably take either one of their sides because I have seen for myself how Amipri has lied to me. So she has also had a problem with being a habitual liar. So I cannot,
Okay.
yeah, so you have to be careful, like with things that you hear her say, because even now that I'm hearing she's having problems with high blood pressure, um, she told me that the reason her face was paralyzed is because she had a stroke when she was pregnant the first time.
Oh
But then
no.
I heard her telling you guys that it was from a car accident. So I was completely shocked when I was hearing that. So my thing is, I know about different lies being told, but I do not want my name being brought up in this because I do not want to be involved in this mess. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's fair because you're just a mod. And so let's just clear this up right now.
Hmm.
Organic Black, you have never sent THT any money behind the scenes to pay his bills.
I no, I have, no, 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 no. That's the other thing I want to talk about. So people saw me donating a lot of money on his channel. I donate to so many channels. It wasn't just him. I donate to a lot of people. That is part of my personal thing that I do. That's my personal ministry. I donate and I give things to people. So it wasn't just him. I did send a lot of super chats. I have sent him cash apps behind the scenes, but it was never knowingly for his rent. It was never knowingly, oh, I'm sending this to help you pay your rent. No. I I literally sent 4 YouTubers the other week. I sent them $25 each so they could buy lunch. Like I donate to everybody. So it wasn't just a THT channel thing. So um yeah,
Okay,
but
and that's okay because
yeah,
girl, I have given so I dropped some money on this motherfucker
yeah,
for different
yeah,
content creators. So I get that you have a giving heart. So I just
yeah, and
want to
that's
clear up that this was not for him and his bills or none of that other stuff
no,
that
no,
anybody might be putting out there. So
no, and
second thing, because this is out here too. Okay, I want to clear it up because you're on the panel. You
mhm,
have not sent any naked pictures to THT.
absolutely not.
Okay,
Absolutely
good.
not. I cannot afford to do that with the type of job I do. I can't afford to be in any type of mess like that. Absolutely not. And then the other thing is, I was aware. I became aware that she was interested in him. Um, and I think she thought that I wanted him because that at that point when she kind of knew that I was talking to him, she cut me off completely. The discussion is almost like she didn't want me involved, or she felt like she had revealed too much information to me. I don't know, but just know that I have tons of receipts from behind the scenes of different lies or different stories that are different from things that are being said publicly on YouTube. And no, I will not be releasing those, but I'm just saying this to warn you to take everything with a grain of salt because there are a lot of lies being told on both sides. And the other thing that's very shocking is that these people, what I've noticed is they can get on camera and lie with a straight face and have people believing them because they just sound so convincing and they're used to doing it for so long that it's just natural. So just take everything you hear with a
With a
grain of
grain
salt
of salt.
and try not to
Okay.
get too involved.
Okay. Okay.
So,
And but
yeah,
that's what I had said earlier. Like I said earlier, there's some things that she has said that I don't like, but because she's pregnant, I'm not going to
yeah,
pounce on her, of course, because she's in the hospital and all that. But THT gonna get the smoke right now because he knows better. He's not pregnant, and he
mhm,
knows that what the situation is, and he doesn't care. That being
right.
the next thing. So you have never sent him any naked pictures. So
No,
anybody going around saying that Organic Black have sent naked pictures,
Lord
okay,
have mercy. No.
we're going to squash this right now. We have her right here on the stream. She's on my stream right now saying this did not happen. So please
Thank you.
cease and desist if you're saying that or anybody's running with that.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Thank you for
we
that opportunity
appreciate
to
you.
clear that up.
Yeah, we appreciate you, talking to us because we would rather hear it straight from the horse's mouth than to be speculating.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we do know that you are trying to keep your anonymity, maintain your anonymity, which we respect. But I am glad that you came up, and I can put the voice with the name now.
Hmm.
And yeah, we're not trying to be a junk gossip channel, because at the end of the day, we just care about the little one. We want to advocate for the little one that hasn't met the world yet, and we just are not sloppy toppies here. We just want to make things right.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to clear things up.
Exactly. And no, and I understand, and you don't have to say anything about anything that behind the scenes. It's like there are things that were told to me from both people behind the scenes, and I
Hmm.
respect both of their privacy. I'm not going to divulge anything that they told me behind the scenes. So I understand exactly and fully what your position is, and you are a woman of integrity. So I
Yeah,
I
thank you.
respect that.
Yeah, and it was really hard in the beginning when the story first came out because when I was on Grandmaster Troll's live streams, I was fully ready to, support her and say, what you went through was wrong. But then it just became hard because I heard her, mention me, calling me bitches and I know that part of it is it comes from a place of she does have mental health issues and not really feeling good about herself. So she had a problem with a lot of the women on his channel. But I just asked that my name be kept out of this because I know way too much information and I could easily debunk any lies that are being told. So my thing is just sit there, eat your food, do whatever you need to do on YouTube, but keep me out of it. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Respectfully, we
Yeah.
appreciate
Respectfully, and
that.
that's righteous right there. I did see that you went into her chat room, and I thought
Yeah.
that you were attacking her, but I didn't know that you were responding to
Yeah, I
something
was
that she
responding.
had said.
It was horrible. Like it was horrible. Seriously.
Okay.
I
But
don't
now,
know.
now that I have you on the stream, you said that you was ready to fully support her, and
Hmm.
let me ask you, how do you feel about this whole thing between the two of them? Just your honest opinion.
How do I feel about the whole thing? I feel like if anything, as much as, she hates me, because she probably feels like I was involved by trying to warn him about not getting too close to subscribers. If anything, I feel like they should thank me because if they had listened, none of this would be happening. So, um, and I also feel like there's some spiritual parts of this that I can't really get too deep into because it's just another conversation. But I feel like it's just I'm speechless, really. I'm speechless. Like it's unfortunate. I feel bad for the kids. But I can't comfortably just take one side fully. But I will say like domestic violence, of course, definitely wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Especially when a woman is pregnant. I do not like I'm not gonna flip flop on that part of it. But other than that, I mean, I'm speechless. Like I didn't know it would get this bad. So
Yeah, nobody knew. I mean, so it's
yeah,
not even on us that's on the outside looking in, because we're actually being dragged into this drama just by them
yeah,
coming on
yeah,
here. And like I said, and I was contacted. I did not. For anybody that wants to know, Faith was contacted. Okay,
yes, yeah,
and you know this.
yeah, yeah. And that's why,
So,
sometimes I would be in his chat and I would feel like, ugh, like I know like some of the stuff he's saying is true. And I do know that some of the stuff she's saying is true. And then, but then this part is not true. And so I found myself, like having to try to be careful of what I typed in the chat because I knew that she would be watching. So, and I didn't want her to get triggered and then feel like doing a response. And it was just getting to be too much.
but here's the thing though. A lot of
Yeah.
times when he would go on his live streams and he would do his rant, did you see that bottle of a liquor that he had in his hand on that third live stream?
Yeah. Yep.
And
Yep.
see, he was talking so fast that he actually told on himself, because he was like, yeah, and then she gonna try to say that I tried to force her into getting this no, he was saying she was trying to say that I tried to force her into not taking her birth control and getting off the birth control, but it was hurting me and blah blah blah, and we were gonna get married anyway, and we were gonna have kids anyway. So he was talking so fast that he
Yeah.
actually corroborated what she said, that they planned this
Yeah.
child.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like the more someone talks, regardless of what they tell you, the more someone talks, the truth is gonna come out. It's gonna slip out eventually. So I feel like the whole thing didn't necessarily need to come out on YouTube. They should have just handled it behind the scenes because it's too messy.
But why do you think that they didn't do that?
Well, to be honest with you, I think, and this is not really gonna sound good, especially to her, but he wouldn't have brought it out to YouTube, but she brought it out because she doesn't want him she doesn't want him to continue carrying on a persona and then having women all over him and the potential of him getting popular again. And so and I did see,
What?
no, and I did see in the chat when she first came in where she said that she wanted to expose him. So I think, she just wants to get it out there that he's not who um was portraying himself to be. But he wouldn't have brought it out. I don't think he would have. He would have just kept it secret.
Yeah, but he had the most to lose, and he had
Yes, yes.
a lot to hide.
Yeah.
And then she's pregnant, and she's hormonal, and then she's dealing with
Mhm.
all different levels of physical and mental abuse. So like I said, I'm going to have
Yeah.
to err on the side of the pregnant woman in this, because You know, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
it's a
know,
lot.
if like Naya said, she said that's valid. If I'm pregnant and my baby daddy is on land, nah, I'm going public. And you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
let's just be honest. We all women here. I know somebody done been up in here slashing tires. Somebody done been up in here busting the windows out of stuff. And you know,
Mhm.
somebody done been up in here telling the wife,
Calling the
"Hey,
other
I'm the
woman.
side chick. You know, I'm the other
Yeah.
woman." So let's not act like we don't do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
Spade Parkland is back. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and add to the stage. All right, what's up, brother Spade Parkland? What's going on? Are you there, brother Spade?
Yeah, he's here. I see his avatar, but he
I
may
mean,
be on mute. He
are
may
you
be on
on
mute.
mute? I didn't mute anybody. Hold on a second. Is all your stuff working? Uh, no, it's his stuff is working. All right, brother Spade, come back up. I don't know why your stuff is not working there.
Yeah, he dropped down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's only
Uh,
3 avatars up here right now.
okay. All right, yeah, I see everybody now. I had to, you know, my phone closes up when I go to the guest panel. So yeah, you know, all of that, you know, is just it's unfortunate, but I'm glad you came up here and cleared it up for yourself. And no, you
Yeah.
do not have to tell anything of what you know, because I'm not going to tell anything of what I know, because there's some things that I know too from both ends that I'm not going to
Mhm.
divulge. But when he had the chance to come on my channel, because like I said, I let her do her interview, and I was going to let him come on and tell his side of the story. What turned me against him was when I did a conversation, because before I do an interview, and most good interviewers, people that interview, what they're going
Yeah.
to do is they're going to ask questions and see if the person is fit for interview, number one. And then they're going to let the person, number two, know what questions they're going to ask during the interview. And then that person can tell you, as the interviewer, what your left and right limits were. And when I had that conversation with him, he was very defensive with me. And he was yelling and screaming at me in such a way where, you know, I was kind of, you know, getting afraid. So
Mhm.
I said, okay, this person I can't interview. I can't interview him because of how he's acting here.
Wow.
At least with Ami, I was able to have a sit down conversation with her. She told me what her left and right limits were, and she understood that I was going to ask certain questions. So how did you feel when he didn't want to, you know, talk to me or, you know, tell his side of the story?
I wasn't aware that you had wanted him on your show.
Yeah, she
Did he
did.
mention that on the live stream? Did you mention that, or did he mention that? I wasn't
He didn't
aware.
let me remember when I was in the chat room. He blocked me.
He blocked me
Oh,
too.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't
when I
aware that you had wanted him on your show. So,
yeah, I wanted him on my show. And remember when I was in the chat room and I even wanted to come up, and you were even asking him to let me come up and ask questions. And remember, he was ignoring all my questions.
you know what? Yes, I do remember that now, and I think it's
Okay.
because he's blocked so many people. Like,
Oh my God, he
I'm
blocked a lot of people.
he's
Let me
blocked
get
so
out
many
of here.
people.
This
So,
goddamn siren.
but but yeah, I have to get back to what I was doing before, and so I do want to thank you again for having me up here, so I could clear the air on my end. Thank you.
I
No
appreciate you
problem.
coming up here.
Much appreciation. Take care, OB.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye.
All right. So we have Mr. Spade back. Is Mr.
Actually,
Spade? Or
that was the
okay,
whole
I
point.
can hear you.
Yeah, that was the whole point of me coming up here was to talk to OB. She's gone, so I'm going to go back to the chat. Thank you.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to ask her some stuff. Because I mean, if she's gone, then there's no point in asking because
Oh,
it's what
okay.
it is. No, I was
Oh,
going to ask.
you could have intervened. Like, wait, hold on a second. Oh, hold on a second. Maybe she's coming back. Hold on.
I didn't want to be
Oh, no,
rude.
no, no. That's not her. Okay, well, that's fine. That's okay. Well, thanks for
I was
coming
going
up
to ask
again.
because she said that she was giving THT advice not to get involved with his subscribers. I was going to ask her what was her advice that she gave THT when he sided with Space Ghost Perp. Space Ghost Perp. Because
Oh,
when that point in time happened, when he was talking about unaliving BWs and Cynthia G, what was your advice for him at that point? And then I was going to also ask, does she still support him, knowing that he supports a man and other men who are anti-BW now? Because when it boils down to it, I'm not saying that I don't believe her and what she's saying, but if she's giving the advice, don't get involved with your subscribers. That advice would have had to have taken place before he got involved with Omnipre. Because if they're already involved with each other and living with each other, and she's like, "Don't get involved with your subscribers," it's already too late. So I was just trying to ask her stuff like that, and her thoughts on should THT be popular because of his current stance and the fact that he supports a BM that wants to unalive BWs. So, but I didn't want to be rude and just interject while.
you should have came up. You should have came up.
Well, I did, but my stuff wasn't working, and
Oh, okay.
yeah. So no, it's all good.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we know that you're not
Oh,
gonna
wait,
blow
wait.
up the channel.
Organic Black is answering in the audience. She says, at that time, it was right after the doxing. Nobody knew they were together then.
Okay. Do you still support the honest truth, knowing that he supports Space Ghost Perp? Because if the answer is yes, and I'll just kind of talk through the question. If the answer is yes, I still support him 100%, then it's kind of hard to believe that you have his best interest at heart, knowing that he doesn't really like you. And that's just kind of the reality of it, is that you might say, well, he may do other women like that, or he might be like that with Space Ghost Perk, but he didn't like that with me. But then it's like, okay, you're still supporting him financially. You're still giving him advice. You're still rocking with him. So you're supporting and you're, I'm going to say, a part of the bad behavior. Because at a certain point, based off everything I've seen, THT should be canceled. He shouldn't have anyone supporting him, especially BWs. So for someone to say I still support THT, it's kind of hard for me to believe that if you support a man who has a history of not liking BWs and being anti-BW, that you would be cool with Omnipre with her being a BW. Okay, Unagreeable said she blocked people. We don't know who Unagreeable is. Unagreeable might be someone who's anti-THT or anti-OB. So that's why I'd rather, talk to her. OB supports abusers. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people will come in with no profile, no nothing. For all we know, that could be Omnipre taking shots. But I think if OB were to kind of like address that on the panel, if she can come back, it would kind of validate her actually being on the right side. Because when it boils down to it, you got to pick a side. You can't just be neutral, especially when it's right versus wrong. There's actual evidence that THT has committed DV against Omnipre. So if you are not picking a side, then you're supporting the person who did someone else wrong, which is the DV. That's number one. Number two, he supports Space Ghost Perp. Space Ghost Perp is all about DV and hurting BWs. So you got to pick a side, because not picking a side, I would say, everything that you're saying is with a grain of salt. Because somehow you got roped into the whole thing. You can't just say, well, don't include me, don't include me. You got roped into it somehow. And the fact that you're roped in, now it's like, okay, what's your stance on everything so that people can trust you? Because if you don't have a stance and there's clear DV, then you're supporting DV. Am I crazy?
Your argument is valid. Your observations are valid.
And that's just kind of how it is, in my opinion, when it comes to.
Okay, so Naya wants the link. Hold on. Let me give Naya the link.
Yeah, so Naya is asking, what side am I on? So I am against the honest truth because of the whole Space Ghost Perp thing and the fact that Space Ghost Perp is anti-Black woman. And then it just seems convenient that the THT is going against Ami Pre now that the money's run out and she's pregnant. So I'm against a man who is gonna use somebody up and then throw them away once the money runs out, and then you've got her pregnant. Like every Pookie and Ray Ray that he preached against, he is just like them. So anybody who's like, nah, he's not like them because of this and that, I'd be open to having the back and forth. But when it boils down to it, not to sound arrogant, but I know I'm right. You know.
Okay, and I got other people besides Naya in the back, but you know, because of previous interactions on the channel, I can't have certain people on the channel together. So I'm going to bring this other person up after Spade says what he has to say. But I have Naya on the stream right now, and Naya, what did you want to say?
Can you hear me?
Welcome. Yes,
Yes.
and welcome, by the way.
Girl,
Welcome.
I love what you do.
Welcome,
by
Naya.
If you can hear me, so to Spade, I'm a little confused at your attitude towards Organic Black, only because I don't know why you feel like you need answers from her, right? Women move in a way that makes sense for us. If Organic Black was being neutral to the honest truth, maybe consider why that would be, right? Is it because he might know some information and she kind of wants to play it safe? I don't know if you understand how incredibly dangerous men are, and especially those that are unhinged. It annoys me when a man gets up on here and wants to question a woman about how she moves when you have no tie to that woman. I can tell you myself, Organic Black will, she will be kind to almost everyone. She's not the type to go rah-rah and go Cynthia G and cuss somebody out. That's kind of more my lane, okay? So do not take her measured speaking, the fact that she's careful with her words, do not take that to mean anything other than whatever the fuck you want it to mean. She does not owe you an explanation. And I do not know why you believe you are owed one from her.
Well, I don't owe you an explanation, Nia. I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
And because I don't know who you are, and you're coming up here windmilling, that tells me that you ultimately are siding with THT, even though you say HTHT. I asked questions of, does she still support THT? That's a reasonable question. I'm a viewer just like you. So the question is, does she support THT? If the answer is yes, it's yes. If it's no, it's no. Now, you should want to support that information being put out there, because there is a right and wrong to this, because you have HTHT as your. I am wrong. I'm just
okay. Spade. Let her finish.
Okay. One at a time. But first of all, I want to point out this comment, Naya, that you put down in the chat room while Spade was asking his question. and you said if her answer is yes, I support him 100%. You said that you would absolutely lose respect for Organic Black.
100%. And let me be clear on that. I do not. There is no gray area for me. As soon as I knew, as soon as I saw the honest truth, and matter of fact, let's back up. There are many of us that called him out on that space perp shit. This has
Yes.
been going on for a
Yeah,
couple.
I did too.
Yeah, like so don't come now acting like, oh y'all did. No, that's not what it was. I hadn't even listened to this clown for well over a year. I forgot he was still making content. I saw enough to see those goofy ass videos he's putting up there. So make no mistake, okay? I know where my loyalties are, and and it will always be with women. Always, 100% of the time. I am not going to speak for Organic Black and how she chooses to present her messaging, given that she is in the situation that she's in, right? You don't know her. You don't know me. You don't know
Well,
her.
organic.
Hey, what?
To
Oh,
be
sorry.
honest, to
Okay,
be
sorry,
honest, hold
sorry.
on, hold on, hold on. To be honest, Organic Black came up here and spoke for herself.
Right.
Okay, so nobody can say what organic. What I will say from the years that I've known Organic Black, she has been fair. She's
Yes,
been a beautiful person. She's
absolutely.
very, very I've seen her donate to many live streams. So when she came up here and said she donates to lots of live streams, I can kind of, rock with her on that because I have done the
Right.
same.
And she and I have had conversations. She is very generous. I am also very generous, and I have to watch that because I will easily get taken advantage of because I'm so giving, right? So I don't know, Spade, what your issue is with Organic Black, but I think you're kind of a little bitch to even get
Oh,
up here and
See, at this
question.
point, I got to.
Okay. We're not gonna get to name calling people on my
What I
panel.
did,
That
and
hey, that happened to me the other day, and I was really upset with the person who was organizing the panel because they let it happen. So I don't mind you all, having a difference of opinion, but when
yeah,
it gets to ad hominem attacks and name
yeah,
calling,
okay.
I'm going to pull the plug on it.
Okay, I will stop that, but let me be clear. I believe he is beneath me, and I am
I
going to.
respond now because you've been kind of going on, and right now you're insulting and not making any
Yeah,
points. I
yeah.
came up here with questions.
I don't
I came
respect.
up here with
I don't.
questions. Well,
I
you're
don't
up here talking to me because
respect.
I don't know who you
I don't
are, and to
respect
me,
you. Like,
well, you're up
you
here talking to me, so obviously I got to mean something to you.
okay,
You're in your
okay,
feelings right
okay,
now.
okay, okay,
you annoy
okay.
me.
Wait a minute,
Your
wait a minute, wait
existence
a minute,
annoys
wait a
me.
minute, wait a
Your
minute.
existence
Can
annoys me.
ma'am, can you please, and I don't mean any disrespect, I'm bad with names, but can you please finish your comment with
Yes.
no insults, and then after that we can let Mr. Ace go,
Well,
because
I
I
believe
don't want to make him feel like,
I don't care.
he's being piled on,
First,
and we're trying to be respectful and give each person equal
okay,
time.
I will never care how he feels or any man. So I have said everything that I'm going to say. He is free to respond, and that is that. And
Well,
thank you.
ma'am, I appreciate
Oh, no
your
problem.
honesty, and I appreciate how intelligent and your contribution that you brought to the channel.
Thank you so
And
much.
we do welcome you, and we hope to see you again.
Right. Thank you so much. Bye, Faith. Bye, y'all.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Well, there's no point in responding. She's gone.
She's still here. She just dropped down.
She
She's
doesn't have a
still here.
chance. Well,
She's still
she doesn't have a chance to respond to anything that I have to say, and it's not fair because she's no longer up here. So I'll just say
okay.
that, if she didn't care about what I had to say, she wouldn't have came up here windmilling. And the fact that she came with insults, she's in her feelings. And I understand that she was windmilling and she's a flying monkey, I guess. But when it boils down to it, I had questions. And the fact that she's up here and running interference, she's trying to be a shield. I'm like, okay, what is the reason that she's a flying monkey right now? What is there to hide if I just have questions? And based off the comment that Faith highlighted, we should be on the same side. And that's the issue when it comes to a lot of these spaces. Is the reason why the honest truth is still thriving and people are still supporting them. It's because there are flying monkeys that will pretend that they're on one side when they're really on another. So my questions for Organic Black was: do you still support THT, especially after that Space Ghost Perp thing? And if you do, to what extent? Do you still want him to be as popular as he was? Because when it boils down to it, he's attacking a pregnant woman that he got pregnant, and that's the bottom line. But I know you said you got somebody in the back. The people who were on the panel no longer here. Organic Black's not responding. I'll drop down so you can bring up whoever's in the back. Thank you for having me, Faye. Thank you, AP.
Thank you, Ace. We really appreciate your comments and your honesty and your intelligence, and you're always welcome.
Thanks, I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you so much for coming, and please do come again. Don't be a stranger. All right, so I have other guests in the back that have been patiently waiting, so I'm going to go ahead and add to the stage. Hold on a second. I have Chaos Rain. Oh, I don't know what happened to the other person. Okay, BMT, if you're still out there, if you want to, you can. You know my policy. If two people have been beefing before on the stream, I'm not going to let them both up at the same time. But what's up, Chaos? What do you have to say about the situation?
Well, damn. I have to say, like Jesse just said, can we all just get along?
Well, we're trying, but it's just that sometimes people have differences of opinion, and we don't want to silence them because they have the right to speak their opinion, and Faith does not want this to be an echo chamber. So sometimes it does get heated.
Faith, I just saw the title now. Now I'm just looking at detail. I thought my eyes was playing me. It's saying I'm not sure. You use Rose? It says Vibrator. I just caught that. Yeah. Very much. I seen OB every time I decide to pop up in the live. She looks like a main supporter. I personally wouldn't want to support a wise washy Kang. That's just me too. Damn.
Well, after the whole Space Ghost Perp thing, I had called THT out, and he and I had like rivaling live streams at each other at one point. And then he came back and he did his whole apology tour. I'm sorry if you're everybody I hurt and blah blah blah, And so I ended up going back and supporting him after that. So I can understand, how Organic Black might have, gone back and supported him because, especially us as women, we're so forgiving, we'll be like, okay, everybody makes mistakes, and then we'll, be like, okay, let's, let bygones be bygones. So I think that I don't know, I can't speak for Organic Black, but I can speak for me. That was my thought process in that. Because I know I've said some things on here that I have thoroughly regretted and apologized for. So, when he apologized, I was like, okay, well, everybody makes mistakes. We'll just, forgive and move on. But I don't think this situation right here is just unforgivable for me. For me, this is like the final nail in the coffin for him, in my opinion. And I agree with Spade. I'm sorry, I forget his name. I agree with him that, nobody should be supporting him at this point. Nobody. Oh, Spade's back. Hold on.
Well, if the other person
All right.
has back, I'll just, kind of hang out if it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that THT had apologized for the Space Ghost Perk thing. So that's my bad. I didn't know he had apologized for it. What I heard, it just sounded like rambling. But, it is what it is. And so I'm glad that you all are taking the stance that you all are canceling him and not supporting him anymore. Because when it boils down to it, anybody who continue to support him now, that he's attacking a pregnant woman, that he got pregnant, they're trash.
Yeah,
From
and I'm go ahead. I'm sorry.
well, from what she said on Reprieve, he's the one that wanted her to no longer use the birth control. And if she's no longer using birth control, she's going to get pregnant. And the fact that they were planning on getting married, she's pregnant, she's living with him. And, you know, from what I've heard, I haven't seen the video myself, but if he's like punching her in her stomach while she's pregnant, everybody should be questioned. Do you still support THT? Because if you're like on the fence, or you're like, yeah, I still support them, this and that, then you're trash. And I know people are going to hate me for saying that, but how can we be about protecting Black women if a Black woman's being attacked and we're not wanting to all be on the same side to protect her, even if it's virtually? And that's one thing I really don't like about the space, is that we're so busy trying to gender war that we're not doing the right thing with putting information out there. Okay, well, if you don't support THT, then cool. Then why come up here attacking me, asking where everybody stands on THT? And that's what I'm saying. We're so busy trying to gender war and be married to talking points and gangs and groups that we're not understanding that we're all on the same side here. We're all on this. We should all be on the same side. But some people would rather gender war and get put points on the board and I guess win than to protect a pregnant Black woman. And that's disappointing to me. It is shameful. And I'm not going to say anything negative about anybody who has said anything negative about me, because when it boils down to it, I would rather take a step back and remove myself from a situation to focus on the true enemy, the true target, versus people who may not have their head on the way they should be, and they're just swinging at anybody who's a particular gender and particular race. So
Okay, all right, hold on. So Naya wants me to drop the link again, but Naya, see, I don't want this to turn into a battleground here, because I think that everybody is saying the same thing. I'm saying I don't support THT, and Spade is saying he doesn't support THT. AP says she been stopped supporting THT, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and Chaos didn't even get a chance to say his spiel. So I just want to go over to Chaos and what was it that you wanted to say?
Um, shit. I don't think I have really much beef with no one.
He
No, I
wants
think
to know if you use the roles. That's what he wants. He wants to know if you use the
no.
roles.
I saw a title just now. I just noticed it upper corner because I was, I
You,
timing it
you
out.
got him. You got him hot and bothered. Faith. You got the man hot and bothered.
Nia X is back. All right. Well, Nia X is back. Yeah, so we're gonna sit back. We're gonna relax.
Okay, Nia, no name calling, please. Just say your points without the name calling. Because
Because at the,
I think Spade did
Yeah,
want to,
and
have a back
I'm
and forth
sorry.
with you,
Right.
but there cannot be a back and forth if there is name calling and
Right.
involved. Just say your points.
Understood. Understood 100%. So, what I'm questioning now, Spade, is you saying, oh, we should be doing this, we should be doing that. And I want to believe you. But when you came up there, the only thing I heard you ask, it was your first order of business, was to ask Organic Black what she thinks. If you, Spade, have already made up your mind, why does it matter what this other random woman thinks? If you have issues with the honest truth still having supporters, I suggest you go to his channel, you look through the comments, you look matter of fact, I can send you comments that I have written where I have completely drug him up and down the internet. They're on Grandmaster Troll's channel. My loyalties are not up for question, and certainly not up for question by you. And I still struggle to understand why, if you want to, oh, protect Black women, oh, come together, oh, this, then why your first order of business was to attack Organic Black. And that is the only thing I want an answer to.
so I didn't
okay.
attack Organic Black.
I
I was
believe you
asking.
did. I believe you did. That's the word I'm choosing, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay, my intention wasn't to attack
That's how
anyone. Can I talk, or is this going to be I say 2 words and then you talk?
it could be possibly.
Okay, because when I came up here, I had questions. And my first question is, do you still support THT? And then I continued and was referencing a point in time where everybody should have canceled him.
2 years
which is
ago. Right, 2 years ago.
right. No, right. So as of October 25th, 2021, everybody should not be supporting him, especially
Agreed.
like women.
Agreed.
So I was asked, so my question to her was, do you still support him?
But why? Why is that your question? If you know what he has done to this woman, by your own admission, you're saying he has assaulted her, he hit a pregnant woman. Shouldn't that be enough for you? Like, why do you need reinforcement, sir? Why do you need to know what someone else thinks about a situation from 2 years ago?
The same reason you're up here asking me questions.
Okay, no,
because
that's
you're
different.
curious.
Nope, that's a
No,
different reason.
Nia, let's be
That's right now.
frank.
That
Nia,
is-
you're up here and you're in my business and I'm in
I am.
Organic Black's business. We're all up here
I am
asking
all
questions and we're
business
enjoying
because
the
of what
stream.
you're saying today.
What I'm
Not
asking,
because
I was asking a simple question because I've seen
Nope.
her around the
And
space.
so let's
I was
talk-
asking a simple question. I've never seen you. I've never seen you, Nia. This is my first time seeing you, and you're asking me
Hunter,
questions.
there's
And
no
you're saying that I'm
thing
attacking
as
Organic Black, and I wasn't attacking
you
anybody.
came on here, you attacked Organic Black.
I
and
didn't attack
still
anyone.
want- I believe you
I
did.
asked questions. Now you attacked me when you name called. That was an attack for me.
Your questions.
You're the only one up here in this entire stream
What do you
entire time
want to
been going
gain?
on
What did
who
you want to
actually
gain
has
by
attacked
talking
anyone
about
with name
gossip?
calling.
What
All I
did you
asked was
want to gain by
questions,
talking about
clarification,
gossip?
because Organic Black has supported everybody up here. So I want to continue to rock with someone and appreciate their support. And I want to know where they stand on a really tough issue.
But you don't
So
need
Nia,
that. Are
you're
you a
coming
man?
up here questioning
No,
me.
let me ask you
You're
something.
running interference and you're getting in the
Seriously,
way.
Are you a man? Do you
Nia,
really
you are in the way. You're not helping anything along the way.
You
That's
need
what it
people to
boils
rock with this?
down to. You're in the way because Organic Black should just answer the questions so
But-
we know where she stands. Because she supports all of us,
Starting a
and
movement.
you are a newcomer here.
What am I in the
So
way of?
you've already given your stance, and you've come back up here running interference from when
Nope.
you attacked me previously. And I appreciate you for not name calling
Gossip.
and you allowing me to speak freely since I let you speak freely. But when it boils down to it and it comes to DV, domestic violence, everyone who's a content creator needs to know where everyone stands,
Okay,
especially if they're against domestic violence.
Are you a content creator?
I am a content creator.
Okay, I'm not. Neither
I
is-
know you're not. That's why I'm wondering why you came up here and you're asking me questions when no one knows who you are.
Right.
We know Organic Black. We don't know.
Okay.
You don't have to know me. I still
Okay.
have the same question.
Okay. A lady, gentleman. I believe that the woman. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me because I forget names.
No,
But I believe that she's new to the space and she wanted to give her opinion. And maybe there's certain like little nuances that she doesn't know about. But I don't think, I think that this is like, please, it looks like we both do not support this individual.
Absolutely.
And let's just rock with that, because we just want to take our energy and say this individual is harming a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
And let's put our energy into that, because I think that Ace is a good guy, and ma'am, you sound like you're a lovely woman.
Thank you. And so anyway,
and I like you, you know, and I'm sure that everybody likes you. I just don't want us warring with each other.
I'm not going to war, and no one has to like me. I still have the same question. We all have understood. We all know DV is wrong.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, you don't need to read my comments, but I think I have made it very clear where I stand. And I still wonder why an adult male decided to get up on here to question someone about some gossip from 2 years ago. That is, that'll be.
I could answer again if you like.
Well, you know what? I would like to answer.
Yes.
Because Ma'am, this is something that does come up when sometimes they ask a man about being accountable, and the
That
first thing they do is they throw a woman in there.
I don't believe that happened this evening.
Well, I'm just saying that is a recurring thing that happened, and maybe this is a throwback from that.
Yeah,
I don't know, because he was asking her to be accountable for something,
correct.
and
Okay.
this woman wanted to have a limited amount of voice in here because she's trying to remain neutral, and for whatever reason,
And
she
yeah,
just wants to
yeah,
take a step
but
back.
at
And
no
yeah, go
any
ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry.
so Spade, I don't know why you believe this and if men typically believe this,
Well, I
but
don't believe it. That's AP
whoa,
talking, not
whoa,
me. I
whoa,
wanted to
not
answer your
done.
question.
Not done.
Nia, I was wanting to answer your question that because the AP gave an explanation, that's her. I wanted to answer your question.
Okay.
So when I referenced the Space Ghost Perp situation, I'm saying that why are we supporting him now
We're
from what happened? Hold on, from what happened that should make people no longer want to support him. That's number one. Number two, Nia, the same way you're questioning me, I'm questioning Organic Black. You've already given your position. You don't have to reestablish your position. Now, if you're speaking for Organic Black, you're her lawyer, you're her spokesperson, okay, then I'll ask you the questions and you can give Organic Black's answers. But those questions were for Organic Black, not you.
And I'm still asking why. Like it just to me does not make sense
I'm telling
to
you,
go
it
back.
makes sense because
Well,
again,
that's
Organic Black has supported all of us,
okay.
including me.
Okay.
That is why it's important to me. I understand you might be new to the space or new to these channels, but it's important to me because I've been supported by her. So I would want to know the answer so that I can move accordingly.
Okay, I think that's fair, Naya. I think that's fair because what he's saying is this: Organic Black has come to my channel, and I've been knowing her since O'Shea, and she's supported O'Shea. She supported me. She supported a lot of different content creators, like she stated. So what he's saying is, okay, since you have been a supporter of my channel and you got a wrench over at my channel. Now I need to know who I'm dealing with over at my channel. So he's asking for himself, which is his right. And Organic Black is grown, she can answer for herself. And, she came up here and spoke for herself. And so anybody that needs to be answering that question or, questioning him about why you asking me this and why you asking me that, it would be Organic Black because that's who he was addressing.
Right. And I guess for me, I just don't have any respect for a man that comes up and decides to bring up 2-year-old.
Nia, you respected me enough to come ask me questions, ma'am. Let's not play games.
I hope you don't think that
you respected me and liked me enough to come ask me questions, and you dedicated a lot of sentences to me tonight.
Yeah,
right now, you sound like a fan. Nia, you sound like a fan. I understand you're mad at me right now. You don't like me. You don't like the way I sound. Nia, it was on your heart, and you cared enough to come up here asking me questions and name call me like a fan.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk to you like a fan. Nia, you're not a content creator. You're new to the space. You don't know me. You don't know my content. You don't know the fact that I was a domestic violence counselor and that I used to be a sexual assault investigator. I have done content on this thing. I've dealt with women who have been abused. So it is important to me. Nia, if you're going to be a fan, let me educate you on what fans do. Fans listen to both sides of the argument. They make comments. They don't come on panels windmilling. They don't name call. They don't be disrespectful.
You're talking about.
Welcome to the space, Nia. We appreciate you coming up here and supporting. And you know what? Because you've been name calling me and you've been disrespectful and you've been in the way as opposed to helping things along the way, I'm going to challenge you, Nia. I'm going to support Faith like I've done before in the past. I'm going to support her with a monetary donation because I support Black women.
Okay.
Nia, here's my challenge to you. I want you to match me and support Black women so that we know that you're on the up and up and not up here as a flying monkey for the honest truth or anyone who is anti-Black women
Okay, so
deep
no,
down.
that's just offensive. It's almost
Okay.
like you're listening to me. Okay, how much are you donating? Because trust and believe.
It doesn't matter.
Both me
It's all about supporting Black women.
both me and
Okay, I've been supporting Faith, and I've been supporting Black women for years.
how much
I'm not embarrassed. I'm not going to come up here and ever run interference on doing.
how much money?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. But my
Yes,
support is my
If you
support.
want me to match you, then yes. It
Okay,
kinda
well,
does matter.
here's look in the chat.
Give me a figure.
Here is what you are challenged to match. Welcome to the space.
Okay, I don't know why you don't just tell me. I don't know.
Well, you're going to see it, ma'am. You're going to. Do you not have access to?
Am I supposed to be looking at the chat? I hear you typing.
She doesn't. She's not looking at the chat.
What
Because she's
doing?
she's just concentrating on being on the panel.
Faith will highlight it. Give me one moment. Faith is going to highlight it. Give me one moment.
Okay, let me see here. I see popcorn. I don't know why this is difficult for you to just say a number. Can someone just tell me the number? Honestly, this is just silly.
Faith, can you help her out, please? Because I can't see it.
Nobody can see the number but Spade. Add a 0. And as soon as you get that, I will send mine over. Trust and believe, money is not an issue for me, and it never will be. Waiting.
Now, the reason why I did that, Nia, is because you need to understand over here.
It's on its way.
We are all about business over here. So if you're going to come over here trolling or doing whatever, then show us that you support Black women
right now. That is
petty. Okay, great. I'm glad it's pennies. I'm glad you're supporting Black women. Now, I appreciate that you don't support the honest truth. And if I see you around in the space, I will engage and be professional with you, because I don't normally go back and forth with people.
Why would you even engage with me? Like, what are you?
Well, first of all, Nia, you came up here to address me sounding like a fan. I was asking questions to Organic Black, not to Nia X.
I'm on here asking you why you're gossiping like some weak ass from.
Well, I didn't gossip. I was asking questions. Asking questions is not gossiping.
If you want to be crazy, and
the first question is, do you still support THT since the Space Ghost Perk thing? The second thing is, do you still want him to be popular as it was? And what is your stance on him attacking?
Do I?
Black? No, those are my questions for Organic Black. You came up here as a fan.
No, I came up there to ask you why you felt you had the authority to question a woman.
There was no authority. Everybody up here can ask questions in the chat or the panel. I came up here the same way I asked Organic Black questions. You asked me questions.
Someone else questions about gossip, like your gossip.
It's not gossip. I'm looking at the video right now. Rapper threatens to KILL all Black women, including Cynthia G. That is on the Honest Truths channel. So that's not gossip. The second thing is me asking her questions is based off of her being up here and stuff that she said. There's no gossip in that.
No, there is gossip because it's
there's no gossip if it's coming directly from Organic Black. If it's coming directly from the source, it's not gossip.
No.
But that's why I'm asking questions, because I don't know.
2 years ago,
you're asking me questions like a fan, and I appreciate you asking me questions like a fan. Now, if you really want to know more about me, you have these questions for me, because I appreciate supporters. I have 4 YouTube channels that you can go and support.
Really? I've never even heard of you. Like,
I've never heard of you either. And guess what? Now you know who I am.
Okay,
because you've seen the $200 super chat that I've done. That's one of my channels, which is Playthings and Placeholders. Get your pen and paper out, ma'am. Pen and paper ready? Okay. First channel is Playthings and Placeholders. Okay. Second channel is Parkland Media. Third channel is Days and Luck. And fourth channel is Holding All the Aces. Those are the 4 channels. If you didn't write it down and you weren't thinking that fast, you can play that. You can rewind the tape. And you can look at 4 channels if you want to know more about me. Now, if you don't want to know more about me and you don't care anything more about me, then you should stop asking questions like a fan. Okay? Because again, I was not coming up here to talk to you. I was coming up here to ask Organic Black the questions. Stay in a fan's place. If you're going to support, then support. Don't be up here running your mouth, getting in my business when you know nothing about me. You're new to the space. It sounds like you're a flying monkey for the honest truth. And when it boils down to it, all you're doing is running interference and us cleaning out the depravity and people who are all about abuse in the space, as opposed to helping us along the way and being in the way. So I know you put her in the back, Faith, because we were having it back and forth. I will drop down to let her say whatever she has to say without my interference. Also, I look forward to her supporting you since she came on the panel.
No, actually, she left.
Okay, well, there's no match from her. Hopefully she hits her Cash App and supports, because the way I look at it, and Faith and I have talked about this behind the scene. I've also talked about this with Business Plan to Talk and I'm Max. I've talked to everybody that I've ever talked to in the space, despite the issues we may have behind the scenes or up front. I believe that when it comes to being on these panels, that you should support the content creator, sharing content, giving advice, supporting monetarily. I do not believe that people should just come up here, waste the space, get their thoughts out, get the free publicity.
Naya, he sent $200 via super chat. Is right here. Here it is right here. Says, so here is what you are challenged to match. Welcome to the space. It's right here. That's he sent it.
Right. I don't have anything against you, Nia. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to argue with you, but I will ask that you please donate to the Faith Factor. She works really, really hard in her Business Mind to Talk, AP from the Bronx, Mama Max, even Demetrius Higgish. I always mess his name up. There's a lot of people who support Faith, even including Chantel Commentary, Alpha Omega, Yellow Rose of Texas, Metadol. Metadol supported me in the past, back when I was screen learning. There's a lot of people who we all support each other, for better or worse. And all I'm asking is not to fight with me, but to help support a Black woman, the Faith Factor, and AP from the Bronx, and stand with us as we are against people like the Honest Truth who are about domestic violence. Don't get in the way. Help us along the way. And that's all I got to say.
All right. So anybody else? Chaos, did you want to say anything? Oh, and by the way, thank you so much for the. Oh, well, hold on, Nia X.
Yeah, Nia finally supported.
She came through with the $200 super chat.
It's about time.
Actually, Mr. Guy came with 200. That rounds to somewhat 200. That's not even. It should be more than 200. This brother put actually 200. Not 199. You're like $5 off.
Penny. No, it's the penny.
But one thing is appreciate that she donates, because I think I remember Nia X now. I think one time she was on the chat room with another brother I'd be part of. Yeah, that's the same Nia X. Surprisingly, she don't throw no money in these content creators. This is the first.
Well, she met your challenge. She met your challenge.
Good. I hope that she makes my other challenge of not getting in the way and helping us go against the ultimate enemy, which is someone who's attacking a pregnant Black woman. That's what it should be about. And there should be nothing wrong with asking everybody, where do you stand on it? Because if you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, wishy-washy, that means you support him beating up on her, as opposed to being clear and defined of being against her. So I appreciate her supporting a Black woman, the Faith Factor, and AP from the Bronx. Hopefully her and I have a better interaction going forward, and that she understands where I'm coming from. I don't have anything against her. And sorry, Chaos, for cutting you off.
Okay, so I have both of you guys up here. I thank you both for your generous donations tonight. I am glad that I was the benefactor of this argument. I'm just saying.
Well, we've always supported you.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I appreciate you guys so much for these donations that have fallen upon me. I think I'm gonna give you guys the woohoo! Oh my goodness.
We got
I am rich. I'm rich, bitches.
We black folks would love when we see that money and we see more than $50 and that color hit automatically solid red. Say, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we got to support the faith factor. Faith, I just want to say to you directly, I love you. I still love you. I'm still in love with you. You're like a sister to me. In addition to more than that, I consider you to be family, both in real life and on YouTube. It is nothing to support you, but you already know. I'm just glad that someone else supported you. And I hope everyone else in the chat supports you too, because we all love you. Everybody knows I love you. Kick me to the curb, but I definitely love you. I think I will always love you and always will support you. And you mean the world to me. And thank you for everything you've done to help me with the 1099 stuff, with the YouTube stuff, helping me with my channels, just listening to me complain over and over again in real life and just being there for me. You mean the world to me, and I'm glad you came into my life. I'm glad that Business Minded Talk introduced us together, and that it's been great ever since. You've changed my life. I really appreciate it, and I can't say anything more. So thank you for having me up here. I'm going to drop down in case anybody wants to come up that may have a problem with me. Thank you again.
Oh wow. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm speechless. Okay, guys. Oh wow. Thank you, CK. I love you too. I love you too, and I'm still in love with you too. And I think I will always love you. I think I will always love you. And you are, the perfect homie, lover, and friend. You're my best friend. And you're always gonna be my best friend. It's always gonna be that way. And you've helped me in every way imaginable. And you're definitely a great, great guy, a great man. So, guys, this really turned into something unexpected. Chaos. Is there anything? Is there anything that you have to add?
All right, offline, but not line on. There.
So what? Offline. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, well, guys, that is the show. I appreciate every one of you. I love each and every one of you for coming. And with that, I've got to, give my signature kisses, even though Demetrius doesn't like my kisses. But this is for you, Demetrius. I love you all. Peace. And I am out. Holla.